What is going on, everybody? Good morning. Let's close that out. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Doodle stream. Hopefully you can hear me. As always, I am an expert audio technician, for the record. I never need help troubleshooting anything, period. So I'm going to trust everything is great. Hopefully you guys had the music was working out, so you had something to listen to while I was just getting all the links set up online, getting stuff ready for today's stream. As always, I appreciate you guys spending a little time with me. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Twitch. Hello to a ton of people already chatting on both, and we'll get to that in just a second. I don't think I've ever had this many people watching right when I hit go. So that's kind of amazing. There's a lot of people. So thank you guys. Appreciate you spending a little of your time with us. That's awesome. So before I dive into today's stream, my name is Kevin. I'm a freelance artist. You can find me online. My website is kevinahinkle.com. You can follow me on social media at Mr. Kevin Hinkle. That is my personal account. Or you can follow at MrHinkleDraws. That is where I post just my artwork as an artist. Also, I want to give a very special shout out to all of these awesome people. who support my artwork over on Patreon. I do have a Patreon account. My patrons get access to exclusive content I don't share anywhere else. Behind the scenes peek, process notes, stuff that I actually sometimes am uncomfortable sharing, like failed artwork. And they also get a discount to my Etsy store, 10% discount no matter what tier they pledge at. So you can find me on Patreon at patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws. Look at all these awesome people. Thank you very much for your support. I'm going to run through their names real quick because they deserve it. They deserve that couple extra seconds to acknowledge them. And they are listed in alphabetical order, not in importance to my heart. So thank you very much to Adrian Cordero, Ben Rollman, Benjamin Paczak, Beyond the Brick, Blackeen, Brian Saviano, Brian Schmidtke, Bubba Bricks, Canadian Papa Bear, Chris Fabinski, Dave Guan, Dave Pickett, Doc Sampson, Eclipse Graphics, Elspeth De Montes, Intalk, Jamie Seaborn, J.J, Jolene Holmes, Justin J. Marler, Jinxie425, Maniac for Bricks, Marlo Bricks, Mevitz Bricks, Michael Kanimoto, Ninja with the Bricks, Paganimation, Russell Clark, Scott's Toys, Shy Time is My Time, Steven Struble, The Brick Burrow, The Brickhead Family, and Valerie Champagne. Thank you guys so much for all of your help. It means the world of difference, especially now. So I appreciate you guys being generous over there on Patreon. Thank you for that. So let me get over here. So I'd like to introduce today's special chat reader extraordinaire. Is going to help me monitor what you guys are saying and making sure that I can spend as much time as possible focusing on drawing. You know him. You'll love him. Everybody, I give you Bricks O'Brien.
Oh, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Brian Saviano, known in some quadrants of the internet as Bricks O'Brien. I've been a fan of Mr. Hinkle. I've been a fan of you for a very long time, and I'm very honored that you would have me on one of your shows for a very brief moment in time. So thank you for having me. Great honor to actually talk to you for the first time, long time. Big fan. Thank you.
For the first time ever.
Yeah. Big fan.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Brian, for volunteering to pop in. Brian has watched many streams before. So thank you for taking a little time. So he's going to take care of you guys, make sure that we're not neglecting the chat and keeping eyes on what's going on.
I have all eyes everywhere, Kevin. You just focus on drawing what you can, and I'll focus on reading the lovely people and their comments.
Awesome. So today is a special Doodle stream, everybody. Once a month, the last Friday of the month, I invite a fellow artist onto the stream with me. This is the Doodle stream multiplayer. This is actually only episode 3. We've only done this 3 times, but it's been a lot of fun. So I want to introduce you guys to my good friend, John. I'm going to unmute John so now you can hear him.
I'm here.
He's here. He's arrived. Hello, John.
How's it going?
Welcome to the internet.
Oh, shit.
So John and I go way back. John and I graduated from the same college in the same year, under the same major, in the same class.
With the same teachers.
With the same teachers.
Are you two the same person?
We're not the same person.
Okay. Gotcha.
We're not the same person. But thank you, John, for joining me on the stream today.
No, thanks for having me, man. This is going to be cool.
Awesome. I'm excited. And John is going digital today. So this is John's screen, just so you guys can see for the record. So like we did with Abby last month, I'll be popping back and forth between our screens. So don't feel bashful to be like, hey, we haven't seen what Kevin's drawn in a while. We haven't seen what's John's been drawing, because it's not the same as when like when we had Ben on and he had his webcam. It's a little bit easier, but I don't mind. It just means I have to keep tabs on what screen I'm sharing at any given time. But yeah, John will be going digital along with me. So John, before we start doodling and drawing, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about you? We don't need the life story though, John.
Okay. It all began. So currently I live in Austin, Texas, where we are on shutdown, much like everybody else. And I work at Powerhouse Studios. I work in the boutique section, which means we do a lot of animation for game trailers and just kind of like shorts, basically. Really fun, and I get to do what I love. And like Kevin's mentioned, or well, you haven't mentioned it yet. You mentioned it in the other chat. But I doodle every day, and I just fucking love drawing. So
that's right. John also likes to curse like a sailor, and
Yes,
we all
I do.
love him. We love him for it. We love him for it.
I'll try to watch it.
No, it's fine.
It's
That's all right.
a family-friendly program. So
Yeah.
It's all right. This video is marked not for kids, ladies and gentlemen.
think of the children, though.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So we are live on YouTube and Twitch. So it's not as easy for the folks watching on Twitch. But if you're watching on YouTube, you can find in the description of this video a link to John's Twitter, his Instagram, his Vimeo, and check him out. I was joking around before we hit the live button that I doodle like this once a week. John has me beat by a few years because he does it every single day. Every single day, he posts up a doodle of something, and there's a lot of fun ones. I try to be selective, John. I don't want to give you too much encouragement. So like when I see a really good one, that's when I'll throw it down and I'll be like, "That's a good job, buddy." Just so you know, I'm selective.
No, it's totally fine. There's a lot of trash doodles on Instagram where I'm just like, I drew something. There you go.
So check his out. Check his work out. Brian just threw some links in Twitch. Thank you, Brian. Look at that.
Yeah,
already master of the chat
Like
verse.
to be a good MC when I can, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. And so I'm gonna let Brian take the reins of the chat and maybe say hello to everyone who's here. And once we get all that done, also while Brian's reading and looking, John, do you want to skim the chat and you can pick somebody's suggestion? And we're gonna start with that. You're gonna get to pick what we draw first because we're gonna draw what you guys suggest.
Oh man, here we go. I was reading a few of these earlier in there.
That's right. Take your time. Brian's gonna go. He's gonna go through and say hello to everybody.
We have only a few people in here whose names I recognize. Galagade, Winter Bricker, Stud, Sidious. It's Jesse Loves Doodles with a smiley face. Hello.
It's Love Noddles. It's Noddles.
Noddles. The nods. It's too early in the morning. I got my coffee in me. It takes a little while to kick in. Vision Bricks, and then Titanium J is here as well. Agent Sphinx and Talk. This weird felt looking guy. What's this guy's name? Doc.
You have to love
Doc Sampson. Yes, of course. Lest we forget. Brick Vibe, Bluegrass Bricks, Brick Trains, and a lot of other people in here popping in and out. So Thank you all for joining in on the stream. It's going to be a tremendous time, great time, lovely time doing some doodles. So I also get direct line of communication with these two here for suggestions. So I hope you suggest something good because I know what I'm going to suggest, and it's going to be a good one.
Oh, that's right. Actually, I just forgot. We said that we were going to take Brian's first. So
That's
Brian,
right.
You don't have to. No. I mean, you two can pick one each, and then you can circle back to mine. I'm just saying you're obligated to pick mine in general because I am emceeing. So
I'm just saying you're obligated.
No.
That's great. Did you pick one, John, or do you want to go with? Do you want to kick off with Brian's suggestion?
So I did see one, but I'm willing to do Brian's first because he's so gracious to MC, man.
Okay. What did you want, Brian? What is your suggestion today?
Okay, so just this past Friday, Animal Crossing New Horizons came out, and I think it'd be fitting as a gamer to suggest something from that game. When you're going to somebody's town, you need to utilize the Dodo Airport. So the guy you talk to is Orville the Dodo from Animal Crossing New Horizons. He's a blue and yellow dodo that's wearing a dress shirt and tie. So that is what I would like to see drawn, if you may.
I love it. I feel like we were on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and you just explained your answer. It's like, well,
Exactly.
when I was a young boy growing up in Boston, my father would always tell me, so my answer is C. And it's like, all right, okay. All right, so let's see. Dodo the Orville the Dodo.
Orville the Dodo. He's a blue and yellow dodo. And yes, Stud Sidious, a Dodo Airport. It's very ironic, and that's why I love it. So
that's awesome.
I don't get it. No.
I don't understand.
so see, dodos can't fly.
Okay. Okay.
That's the
Aren't they
the
extinct?
context.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, they're
That's
super
dead.
dead. All of them
Dead.
super dead. But
They're super dead.
it's okay.
When normal dead just doesn't get the bill done. You just
No,
gotta get-
I mean, there's 2 of them left. So you know what? Hey, they're still kicking, at least in Animal Crossing. It's fine.
Yeah.
I was
That's where
about
it
to
counts,
be, like, honestly, I was really surprised when you said there's 2 left. I'm like, what?
Me too. I was just like, wait.
No, it's
There's 2 left in Animal Crossing, not in real life.
Okay. Damn it.
No, they're all dead in real life. Yeah.
I wanted to eat that. No.
welcome to the stream, John.
Hey, happy Friday.
I wanted to eat that extinct bird.
Yeah. What was it? I do want to give a shout out because I do recognize one of the names in the chat, and it's Agent Sphinx.
Oh, nice. You know this person.
Yeah, he's a friend from back home.
What is back
Good
home?
guy, swell guy. Kind of an idiot.
You mean You mean Colorado? Colorado, or what are you talking about?
Yeah. Sorry. Back home, Colorado. Yeah.
Okay.
So originally from Colorado, moved to California, moved to Texas. Been everywhere, man.
John is following in my ridiculous, ludicrous, moving footsteps.
Yes, I am.
It's like, you know what's really fun? Move cross country over and over and over again. That's really where it's at. You haven't lived until you've done that nonsense.
Right. I'll never forget when you moved away from Colorado. I loaded up your computer monitor, and I just remember putting it down gently. And then as I walked away, I just heard this thud, and I was like, And I told you about it, which was my mistake. And you moved to Arizona, and then all of a sudden you're like, so John, my computer monitor doesn't work anymore.
Did that really happen?
Yes.
I don't even remember. I don't even remember.
You probably could have been fleecing me. I don't know. But I just remember you said you turned it on and like the screen had like nothing but a ton of like colored bars. As in like it wasn't working at all.
John never helped me move again.
Yeah, no, that was I wasn't allowed to.
All right, Kevin, real quick, I have to say that the chat is already firing me up because Jesse Loves Noddles said, I'm kind of tilted about Brian saying noodles, or noodles rather. SMH, it's noddles, okay? Listen, it's not my fault that your name is so close to noodles and I'm on like 4 hours of sleep, all right? So maybe you should reconsider your name being noddles to noodles, and I might just call you pasta for the rest of the stream. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this might be one of the best streams ever.
I'm just gonna say it. No, because like, listen, it's very early in the morning, Kevin. You know how I am early in the morning. You know.
Have you had your coffee?
It's not done yet. We're like 3/4 of the way done. Once the coffee is in and it settles a little bit, that's when I feel okay. Instead of getting shade from a lot of, I'm just saying. All right,
So I'm already so entertained. Hopefully you guys are entertained as well, everybody.
Oh, excuse me, Kevin.
Yes.
Kevin, so you're actually drawing Wilbur from Animal Crossing New Horizons, not Orville, but you know what? That's okay.
It's the same as John's.
No, Orville does not. He's not wearing glasses.
But
Wilbur's the one with the aviator shades.
So we're both drawing the wrong one.
But you know what? No. Listen. I forgive your ignorance. It's okay. They're very similar. There's only 2 of them. You chose the wrong one. It was a 50-50 shot. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm just saying I'm disappointed, but no.
You know what? You 2 are not Animal Crossing aficionados like myself. I understand. It's okay.
Everybody at my work is playing it right now, and it's honestly really fun to hear everybody talk about it. But I always feel like such a noob when somebody says something and they're just like, "So, have you seen that character?" I'm like, "I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I'm so sorry."
So you're not even playing it then?
No, I haven't owned a new system since the GameCube.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, I'm out of date.
I want to thank John for coming in on the stream today. We're gonna go ahead and tap him out for another. Yeah. Since the GameCube,
We're gonna get somebody who is actually up to date and current and hip and pop and fresh.
Like, don't worry, I have enough gaming knowledge to compensate. Don't you worry.
Thank God.
That's all I'll talk about. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I don't consider myself a hardcore gamer. I'm not gaming all the time, but I mean, John.
Yeah.
I mean, John.
I play multiplayer games. I love playing with people. I just when I'm by myself, I'm like, I should be drawing or something.
Yeah. Tree of Ore Production says, is there a way to see both screens at the same time? Unfortunately, with StreamYard, there is not, because I have to do this. I have to do this action. So the only thing I can do is switch the layout to that, and you can see Brian's lovely face, and you can see my floating avatar and John's floating avatar. And by the way, John's name at the bottom, you'll see it says John Walter Wallace Varvir. He's got many middle names, but I can only share one screen, unfortunately, at the same time. Very good job, Brian. You held that together the whole time. Unfortunately, I really wish you could. It's unfortunately a limitation of the platform. So I'll keep switching back. Everybody, please feel free to sound off if I have been on somebody's canvas too long. I don't mind switching it up because, obviously I'm in Doodle land, so I'll forget if I haven't shown you guys somebody else's for a little while. That's okay. Just say, hey, what's John doing or whatever. It's all good. I had to do the same thing with Abby last month. It works a little better when one of us is traditional and the other's digital, because then you can have a webcam in the screen showing at the same time. So you could see like somebody drawing on their desk. But unfortunately not. I'm sorry. What was I going to say? Oh, so I played the first Animal Crossing and that was it. And I loved it. I really enjoyed it, but it's one of those games that I'm like, I will spend eternity in this game.
Yes. Yep, that's basically how it goes.
Like, I will die in this game.
And the thing is, now with the way that you can customize the game, like before, people would try to make like, oh, I want this villager in this spot so I can make this theme for a town. But before, you couldn't really do that. It's just kind of random. But now you can make pathways. You can change the height of the land. You can place buildings where you want to. So like, if you want to deck out, yeah, like if you want to deck out the way your town is and do a theme with it, you'll spend like dozens of more hours than you did before. Like your life will be gone.
Yeah, that's what exactly. Interestingly enough, the last game that I got, and I was talking to you about this, Brian, Stardew Valley. Yeah. So I got Stardew Valley because I was a huge Harvest Moon fan when it was back on the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64. I kind of fell out of love with it when it switched to GameCube. I thought it got a little too complicated. And then now I love how complicated Stardew Valley is. That's like one of the things I love the most about it. But I am bored with it. Like I'm in year 3. I'm in the middle of year 3. And like I'm at the point where I've got like all of the like Iridium is the highest grade, whatever. I've got Iridium everything. I've got enough money. I've got a really nice looking farm. But like everything else that remains, it's like, well, I could buy that for $3 million. It's like, I can't wait to play this game for another X number of years to get that much money. Yeah. And I'm not really like super inspired to go get like maximum heart with everybody in the village, because I'm like, I don't really care about that. So like I haven't played it in like months. And I turned it on the other night and I played it for one day, like in the game, like one day. And I was like, I'm done again. I was like, I'm good. So I think I'm ready for a new game.
Yeah, that's the difference between like Stardew Valley and like Animal Crossing. At least they update like for Halloween and for Christmas and all that. So there's like new stuff being updated. I know it's a very different scale game, but there's more that draws you back to it, I feel like, as opposed to Stardew Valley. But, and it is an amazing game for sure.
I loved it. I loved every second of it. I'm just like, I'm done. Yeah. So I think I'm going to go for Undertale next.
Yes, you should. Bluegrass Bricks is asking, Kevin and John, are you using the same setup, program, Illustrator, and draw pad? Asking for a friend.
That's a good question. Probably not. John, what are you using?
I just got this. I'm using the Wacom Cintiq 16, and I especially want to call out my friend Stud Sidious in the chat. Did you hear what John just said? What do you use, John? What's the name of that tablet? A Wacom Cintiq.
There it is. All right. I just wanted to, John and I went to the same college. I get a lot of grief, John, because everyone's like, it's not Wacom, it's Wacom. Yeah, and I'm like, that is what I was educated with that name.
Tomato.
But I'm sorry to cut you off. And you're in Photoshop. So am I. Yeah, I think we actually are using the same. So I'm in Photoshop as well, but I don't have a Cintiq. So I do have to still look down and look up, and it's dumb. but that's fine. I'm getting a lot better at it.
Maybe if a couple more people supported on Patreon, then Kevin would be able to upgrade his setup for the Doodle streams. Just saying.
Yeah.
Throwing it out there.
Stud Sidious says, "Ooh, Cintiq, fancy boy." John's in the industry. He doesn't work for himself. All right, cool. I think I'm satisfied. Are you satisfied, John? With your, look at that. Look at it.
I have to commend both of them. They look excellent and has the Bricks O'Brien official seal of approval.
I really like your leaf on the mug.
You always got to add a little something extra to it.
Yeah. All right, cool. So now, all right. So now, John, pick something from the chat.
All right. I definitely saw it. I saw a lot of good suggestions. So I'm not trying to knock anybody, but I did see just because I know you're a big fan as well, a Rancor skull.
Oh, ooh, that's a good one.
All right, where was that one?
It was pretty far up.
I might have lost it in the chat if that's the case, but let's see if I can find it.
Just curious to see what the hell the skull looks like.
And
wow.
Thank you to who is the person that you know? Agent something.
Agent Sphinx.
Agent Sphinx. Thanks for stopping by the stream, Agent Sphinx. I appreciate it. Even though John said what did you say? You're kind of a.
He's a great guy. I don't need a bad mouth anymore.
Okay, I can't find it. I think it might be
lost to the ether.
Yeah, but okay. Rancor skull is the next thing we're gonna do.
Yes.
I'll toss it in our chat. That way it can be displayed if you want to do that, Kevin.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. All right, let me look this up too.
I mean, it's pretty funky. I love it. All right, kick on mine.
That's an ugly boy.
Yeah, it is.
That's an ugly one. Oh, here we go. Stud Cities did it, right? I recommended the Rancor skull. I'm drawing for a sticker. It's a tough draw, no reference. So I'm looking at somebody posted a 3D printed.
That's what I'm looking at too.
Okay, so we're looking at the same reference. So we'll go for that. Gallagate said our drawings were both very cute.
All right.
Yes.
That's what I go for.
You go for the cutesy?
I go for the cutesy, man. Cutesy bootsy.
So yeah, you guys should definitely check out John's stuff. He has all kinds of doodles for days in that man's feed.
Yeah, you're bound to find something you like in there. I try to do cast a large net of pop culture. Because it's just fun to kind of look at other people's artwork or just kind of think of nostalgic things and try to do a different take on it.
Yeah. Hello, Miss Neverland, and Ghost Frickin' Talkin' is in the chat now.
Ghost Frickin' Talkin'. That's spooky.
Paranormal, man. Paranormal.
Those ghosts, man, they're freaking talking.
They are talking.
I was actually talking about Star Wars with my friend last night, and I was looking at footage from Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer. Have either of you seen that game from the N64?
Is this like the Amplify? Is this like the arcade one, or is this different?
No, this is on the N64. There was a pod racing game that came out the same year as Episode 1, and it got announced for Nintendo Switch, and it's not a remaster. It's just the old game put on the system.
Okay.
And I was watching footage of it just to see how it held up, and of course it holds up like garbage. But I was talking to my friend, and I'm like, man, you think they'll ever bring back pod racing into any Star Wars movie? And he's like, well, are they going to bring back pod racing in another Star Wars movie, or are they going to what's going to happen first? That happening, or pod racing coming back in a remaster / reimagining reboot of Episode 1?
Oh God.
Which would come first?
Oh,
and I'm like, wow, that's actually a better question than it deserves to be.
Yeah.
Kind of. It is kind of.
What would come first,
Yeah. Hey, London Bridge Bricks, Greg, good to see you.
Man, if they started remaking those before they brought back just pod racing in general, I'd be a little devastated by that.
I mean, if you think 2030, it's been 30 years since the original Episode 1. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Working.
it's working, and then you see the GIF where he blows up. That's a very popular one around my work.
I'm always really sad when I see the meme that's like everybody's happy for Anakin, he won the race, and there's like the one kid that's kind of melancholy, and they're like, I'm still a slave. And it's like, it's because it's like there's like a split frame where there's one kid who's just not exactly super thrilled that he won. He's just kind of, it's like, yeah,
you are.
Like, I guess my only friend is leaving me now. Yay! It's great.
Wasn't there Kid Greedo in that too? Right?
I was just about to say that too. Like, I can't remember if that was actually him, but I think it was.
Yeah, right. It's supposed to be like Kid.
Because they got the actor that played Wicket.
Warwick Davis.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. That's why
that freaking you are.
to know that one actor's name one time. That's what I mean. I'm not sure if this is looking very Rancor-ish, but this is a skull.
I know, right? Like, the more I'm drawing this, the more I'm like, well,
it could be. And this kind of looks like a predator. It kind of looks like a predator skull. Mind
you mind switching between the two, Kevin, just so we can see?
I don't mind at all. Boom. Yours is like a gorilla skull.
Yeah, it's pretty funky.
I mean, it's getting there.
I mean, it looks great.
Early.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. You're doing great.
I mean, it's great. We got Savage Rob. What's going on, Savage Rob?
Hitting the dabs. I didn't even know that. Is that like an actual emoji?
Okay, so
YouTube
just launched new, like, very Twitch-like emotes on their live chat. It's like a special little, like, there's only like 2 rows of them.
Yeah.
And there is like a little dab. There is I think it is a cough, but it's totally a dab.
Of course. Totally a dab. He's destroying all bacteria as he's coughing. So
it's a double dose. It's a double dose of awesome.
There it is.
You got to get these nostrils up here. I think that's the main. I think.
And unfortunately, I will not be reading off every emoji as they are by name, like Doc Samson did just a few weeks ago.
That is Doc Samson's claim to fame, and
yes,
he will own it.
I'm gonna leave that one for Doc when he probably makes his return to the show. Just let him have that one.
Yes, I am very grateful for all my friends volunteering to help out. This has made a big difference. I will say. I feel like I can get more doodles into the stream when I know somebody's taking a look at what's going on.
Yeah, of course. Wait, Brian not reading the emojis? Absolutely not, Galligade. Listen, I got a lot of stuff going on too on my end here. I'm reading the chat. I'm doing chores and Animal Crossing. There's a lot happening right now.
Are you literally playing Animal Crossing right now?
Kevin, I'm not saying I am.
But I'm not saying.
But I'm actually paying attention to the chat and talking to people and doing chores. So, you know what? I think it's working so far.
Jiminy Christmas. That's great, actually. I don't know what I was expecting.
But you know what? If I said no, you wouldn't know any different because I'm still paying attention and still talking. So you know what?
One of my favorite moments from the 72-hour Lego stream was my buddy Zach Zebrix. He had a set to build, and he built it. And then he was by himself. Unfortunately, nobody else popped into his stream with him. But he only had like an hour chunk, I think. And he was like, well, I'm bored. I'm going to play Minecraft. So we all sat there, and he didn't even have like the, we couldn't see what he was playing. So it was just him staring at the screen.
That's amazing.
Minecraft. And the chat is like the comments on that video is like, yo, is my boy just sitting here playing Minecraft on the screen? So good. And that reminds me, actually, John, there was a question for you very, very early on. I believe Galligade asked. And she wanted to know if you like Lego.
I like Lego.
I have a lot of Lego friends. So
yeah, it makes sense. You are the Lego man. In fact, usually when I talk about you, I never mention you by name. I just say there's this guy I know that likes Lego.
I know a guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, I'm not a monster. I love Legos.
Not a monster.
Legos, sir. I think you should know it's pronounced Lego bricks.
Oh, Lego bricks. My apologies. I like your minifig.
What's wrong with you, Brian? What have you done?
But yeah. I think they're way expensive, so I don't buy them very often. But I do enjoy building them when I have a set. I will say those Ninja Turtle sets were freaking amazing, though. Thanks again, Kevin.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was like if there was ever a theme for John, it was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sets.
Hell yeah, that was
a good run while it was there.
Yeah, right. Like those were great, and now they have the new Ninja Turtles, and I'm not really a fan of those designs.
Yeah.
But.
The only thing I didn't like is that that Mega did was they punched a lot further back into the TMNT and went like with some of the like 80s and 90s stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Because Mega owns the license now, so they have like Mega Constructs Turtles, or they did. I don't know if they still do. And they had stuff from like the whole spectrum. So you had sets from like the original cartoon, the newer cartoon, the newest cartoon, the movie. And when Lego did it, they just focused on like the newest cartoon and the newest movie. Like that was just
right.
Yeah. What was the current?
Well, and that kind of makes sense too, because if you go that far back, it's like, who are these guys? Like, if you go back to the 80s and 90s, there's like Monty Moose, who was like, I don't think he was ever in a comic or, well, he may have been later on, but I think he was originally just designed as a toy.
Yeah.
Like,
all right. I'm satisfied with my skull. Are you satisfied with your skull?
It's a skull.
It'll do.
Yeah.
Here's our skulls, everybody.
Pencils down.
Pencils down.
That's how Kevin outros every Doodle stream. He'll do
I do. I think it's the best.
Pencils down.
I think it's the best. I think it's so.
No, that's pretty good.
Like I love it. Okay, let's see. I'll pick one. I'll do the next one.
Okay.
Do you want a suggestion, Kevin, or you want to
sure.
look for your
own? No, you can give me a suggestion. Yeah.
All right. So I believe it was a London Bridge Bricks who recommended. If I may make a request, how about a Star Wars AT-AT having been taken down by a snow speeder?
Oh, already like taken down.
Yeah, because I think you've drawn an AT-AT before, but maybe not necessarily by a snow speeder.
I don't think I have actually.
That could be a little complex one for the both of you if you want to take the challenge up on that.
All right, let's go for it. All right, I put the comment on the screen. London Bridge Bricks, AT-AT. Agent Sphinx says, that'll do, pig.
That'll do. Yeah. Thank you.
He's a great guy. All right.
He's a handsome guy. All right. AT-AT being taken down by... Okay.
Hello there, Tiny Bricks. Tiny Bricks over in YouTube.
Ghost Freaking Talking said Star Wars with the palm face emoji. I agree, but you know what? We gotta have some Star Wars variety here. You know, it's 2 in a row Star Wars, so we're gonna try to mitigate the amount of war among the stars.
Yeah,
here.
we'll go a different genre after.
Yeah,
after this.
Yeah. Star Trek.
Yeah.
Keep
different
it
genre. Star Trek.
Star Trek. Hey, I'm all about Star Trek.
No, I'm not a nerd. I've never watched Star Trek.
I'm not a nerd. I definitely, that is something that I know for a fact that me and Doc have in common is we're both Trekkies. That's for sure.
I've not really seen a whole lot of Star Trek, but I have enjoyed, what was it? Like, not only the recent movies, but a lot of the recent shows that have been coming out.
Does that mean you've been watching Discovery and Picard?
I've been trying to. I haven't gotten to see like the full season yet, but.
And yes, Vision Brick, Star Fox is kosher. That's fine. That's Star for Fox the cool kids.
Yes.
That's for the cool kids, he says.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
Between the 3 stars there, I'm going to go with Star Fox.
Yeah, I just remember something. This is what I love about this is that things just get so crazy that I'm like, I have all these things I want to say, and I just forgot about all of them.
That's how I feel every time I live stream, just so you know. Literally every time.
I want you to know that when I watch you live stream, I fully expect that anything I say to you, you will not remember.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So what I was gonna say is, so for Lent, so I'm Catholic, and we are taught to give something up for the season of Lent every year. Gross. So that's the thing. That's what he's grossed out about. So he's like, I draw the line now. So we give up something for Lent every year. And for the last several years, I don't even remember what. I think I used to give up meat. I think I went like vegetarian for Lent. And I'm like, this doesn't really do anything for me. It doesn't bother me. I don't feel like impacted at all. And so a few years ago, I decided, you know what? I'm going to give up coffee. I feel like that's going to really punch me in the face.
Yeah.
And you know what it does every year? Punches me in the face with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
And I was saying the other day, I was like, you know what? Out of the many years, I think I've been doing it for 5 or 6 years now. Out of all the years I've given up coffee, what a year to give it up. I'm like, let's just head into a global pandemic. Let's just shut everything down. I'm literally sitting there at my table, holding my hand at like my crazy hair going, oh my God, what have I done? This is the worst time ever to get this up.
Apparently, London Bridge Bricks is giving up going outdoors for Lent.
That's topical.
Yeah.
It's almost like it conveniently works out. Wow.
Yeah.
That's very topical. So yeah, you know, and I think that's the point, right? You're supposed to do something that like impacts your life and make you reflect and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just like, I need my coffee back. I am stressed to the max. I haven't caved. I have not caved. I've never caved when I've done this. And I'm like, I need it. I'm dying. All right, let's see what John's got. Let me switch over to his.
Man, robots and cars and shit like that are just like my bane sometimes.
I'd like to point out, amazingly, I can't believe, now that I'm going to say this, I'll probably jinx it, but everything that John and I have drawn has been the opposite angle.
Wait, really?
Like, and that's not on purpose. I haven't planned that. I doubt he's planned that.
Wait, show me yours now real quick. Oh,
that's very true. Wow.
And look at the skull and the bird.
That's amazing.
It's like
okay. Well, you're right-handed, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm left-handed.
Oh, yeah. You definitely need to go.
Yeah, I know how the Catholics view left-handed people. It's cool.
Get out. All right, let me go back so they can see what you're doing for a little bit. I think, you know what? I probably knew that. It's been a lot of years. John and I have not been in the same geographic location for many, many, many years. So
sadly. And then the one time he came out to Colorado, I totally forgot and I moved.
And he moved.
Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful? That's just that's the best. It really is.
That was probably one of the funniest phone calls. You're like, John, where are you? It's like, I'm in California, where I'm supposed to be. And you're like, no, you said you'd be in Colorado.
You're supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So do you both draw with the same hand, or is one left, one right dominant?
Oh, I'm definitely left hand dominant.
If I use my left hand, I'll be embarrassed.
So do you think that makes a difference with how you're doing like different angles right now?
I've been told that is one reason. Because I have noticed that with a lot of friends. Whenever I'm drawing with them, they're typically right-handed, and I'm always drawing the opposite way they are.
Yeah, because London Bridge of Bricks was like, wait, is it swapped? But yeah, that totally makes sense. Fascinating.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just something about like it's something about the direction and being more comfortable in just kind of like having it lean one way or the other.
Totally, yeah.
I won't say I'm a scientist, but I did research for about 20 minutes at a day. So.
Oh, and I think Tree of Ore, if I recall correctly, asked where can I find John's stuff? I think somewhere.
Yep, I linked everything in the chat on YouTube.
Okay.
So you can find everything, as well as in the description if anyone needs a refresher.
Thank you. You're already ahead of the game.
You know, Kevin, I may be playing Animal Crossing and doing errands, but I'm on it.
I mean, you are playing Animal Crossing.
But you never would have known if I didn't say anything.
If you didn't, I would honestly not have. No, I would not have known at all. You're too true, sir. Too
It's like if I were taking online classes and playing Minecraft at the same time. It's like, well, teacher, if I didn't say I was playing Minecraft, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Did you ever play video games? Did either of you ever like get caught like playing some kind of mobile video game at school ever?
Oh, absolutely, all the time.
All the time.
Oh yeah, Pokemon.
They're like, he's a repeat offender.
Oh yeah, there's miniclip.com you go to when on the web browser when you're supposed to type something in Google Docs and you just play that all the time and you play Bloons Tower Defense. Oh yeah, it's good stuff.
That's awesome. I've told this story before, but I had my Game Boy Pocket, I think, and I was playing Final Fantasy, I think 3 on it, and during math class, and it got taken away.
Oh.
I was like,
No.
dang it. And I begged like nobody to get it back at the end of the class. And he was like, don't ever bring it again. And you know what I did? I never brought it back again. I was like, no, I'm like, I will not lose this. This is like, I can't.
I had a teacher threaten to take my headphones one time. He's like, give me your headphones. I'm like, no. He's like, we'll go to the office. No. And I'm like, all right, bye.
Didn't you say, like, Brian, haven't you said that you were a little bit of a troublemaker back in the day?
Not a troublemaker, but I was just like, listen, I'm too tired to deal with any of this. Just like, let me just listen to music when I can and just leave me alone. You know?
I am greatly entertained with little Brian saying, listen.
Listen here, bucko. I'm not giving you my headphones at all.
Doc says never brought it back again to that class. No, I never took it back to school ever again. Never did. I was so afraid that I was going to lose it.
Agent Sphinx, I think pertaining to me, was asking no Doom Eternal. I am more of an Animal Crossing guy than a Doom Eternal guy. Doom has always been too fast for me to play. Animal Crossing is obviously very different, and I'm covering it for videos. So if you want some video content on that, you can click my channel. But
was it too furious?
That's what I was wondering, actually.
Was it too furious?
Yeah. Was it ludicrous?
So Doom is notably a very like fast moving game that I'm just like, it's too quick for me. So
oh my goodness, Miss Neverland says a teacher threatened to take my phone, so I snapped it in half.
Wow,
that's a power move.
That's an interesting way.
That is a power move indeed.
that's asserting dominance.
It's like you're not going to take my phone because I have no phone to take.
Yeah.
Wait, now if you had like one of those cheapo flip phones, I could see that being like a baller move. But I'm just imagining Mrs. Neverland like just trying to bend an iPhone. I'm like, oh no. No.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen those videos. Like that pains my soul to watch people break like iPhones and stuff. I'm just like, oh gosh,
like that's a lot of money. A, and then B, you gotta get a new phone. Like, come on.
Yeah, that is usually the problem where it's like that was fun. Oh, I need $800 more.
Now it's more like $1,200 more.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually my current phone. I think this is an iPhone 8. I don't think there's any extra add-ons after that 8. But my finance plan or whatever in 2 months is done, and then I'm ready for a new phone. So I'm like, do I get this new one that's $1,000 and pay that for the next 3 years? Probably.
Yeah,
I need to do. I am very like intrigued with the photo stuff because I've been using my phone for like not just let me go take photos of family, which I do, but like work photos. I use my phone a lot, and I've started. It's depending on how large the drawing is. I will also take photos of sketches on my phone and use that as my base when I put it in the computer and digitally draw over it.
Oh, I do that all the time. Yeah. That's definitely a saving grace.
So it's like I'm down with like better cameras. I'm like, that's fine. Let's do it. All right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because you think about it. It's like, when's the last time you actually like bought a camera?
Ew, what's a camera?
Yeah. That's my phone, right?
Right. If you're taking like DSLR, you want to be a photographer. That's one thing. But yeah, any camera phone is much better than most video cameras you could buy for the same amount of money as an iPhone when it really comes down to it. Like,
right.
What do you got on there, John? It says out of service.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That was very kind of the Empire to put that on there.
Right.
All right.
Please, Rebel, don't take it.
Here's mine. I'm pleased with it. I'm gonna leave it there.
Nice.
Oh man, I was just about to do the same. Oh damn it! I was about to do the same thing of adding smoke, and then I'll be good.
It's almost like great minds think alike. Oh,
son of a bitch!
It's good stuff.
We're not kid friendly,
No, I mean John isn't.
Yeah.
I can assure that me and Kevin are family friendly for the whole family to enjoy.
Yeah.
Cool. Ghost Freaking Talking needs a new phone. So the next one's up for you, John. You can pick another one. I don't know if Brian's got any ones he's eyeballed, or you can just glance through.
I feel like the suggestions are a little slow trickle. Everyone's getting involved in the conversation in general. So if I want to energize the chat a little bit, give you a little shock. If you want to talk something in, just anything.
Yeah. And for those of you guys that watch the program regularly with the multiplayer, because I like to go back and forth with the guest and let him pick, it's not as like in order as we typically do. So it is kind of just random, just so you know. So we're not trying to ignore anybody. We're just kind of randomly picking off ideas as we see them.
AT testing.
Thank you. He approves. He approves. Greg approves. Oh, let me go back for it. Let's show you guys do the quick comparison shot, right? Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
I feel like yours is so much better. Like you probably looked at an AT a lot more than I have. Oh, what's this?
I mean,
Cool.
you have a photo in front of yours.
Ken has a really good one. I don't know if you want to take him up on it. Request a sacred roll of toilet paper running away from an angry mob.
I mean, I'm totally down to, for toilet humor.
All right. Is that what you want to do, John?
Sure, yeah.
All right. We'll go with that one.
Sacred roll.
And these are just suggestions, that I'm picking out. I don't want to overtake at all, but.
It's scared. It's a scared roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sacred.
Oh, I thought it was sacred. Well, it is sacred. Toilet paper is sacred. So it could have a little angel halo on it, and then it's scared,
Right now it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Sand lives in the toilet trio. Yeah, he does. Sans does live in the toilet.
Brickhead Family says that's some fine Wars of Stars thingy doodles.
All right.
Yeah, Nick is not a he's not a Star Wars fan.
Me and Nick. Well, Nick will talk.
You say. Yeah, we'll throw hands.
John, you literally have a picture of you underneath an AT-AT.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like you've seen it more. Like I don't have a photo standing underneath one.
Man, what? Oh, that was at Universal. That's right. Or was it? Yeah, back when Universal had a theme park for Star Wars for a while, didn't they?
I don't know.
I can't remember which park I was at for that.
I've only been to Universal once in my life, and I was very young. Let's just say the Jaws ride was still there.
Oh, jeez.
Once upon a time.
But that ride was a thrill and a half. Like I was terrified, and it's like one of the best memories I have from that. I was like, I genuinely thought there was a shark there trying to kill us.
Just screaming.
Stud City says these are plying times, waka waka.
Yeah.
As the toilet paper, the sacred scared toilet paper roll is being drawn.
I need to get like you have the hype horns in your stream, Brian.
Yes.
I need the Price is Right fail horn on the red.
That's a good one too.
That would be so good.
So Kevin, when I get down there in Connecticut, I'll show you how to set literally all of that up.
So cool.
We'll just take a solid day, get through everything. It's not difficult. You just got to set it up.
Yeah, I hear you. That'll be great.
Stud City is saying, who remembers Action Park in New Jersey? You had to sign crazy waivers to make it out of there alive. I've seen videos of it, like a video documentary, but I would not go in there even if I signed 1,000 waivers and had protective headgear. No way.
So I'm gonna give you guys I am totally in John's mind, and he is drawing a toilet paper that's like the Pope. So we're gonna go away. We're gonna go away to mine for a little bit because I think that'll be a grand reveal. I think that's he went with the sacred.
I'm glad I misread it. That's great.
It was too good to pass up,
Yeah, right.
It's good, the Pope.
The sacred scared toilet paper roll.
Oh, goodness me.
That Jaws ride was Shark AF from Bluegrass Bricks. From everything I've seen, yeah.
It was so good. And I mean, part of it's also the performance of like the tour guide.
Oh, of course.
Air quotes.
Oh, yeah.
But like, he was genuinely like, everybody get down. He pulls out like a shotgun. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah.
I'm like 5. Like I remember like my dad like putting my head like when you're a father and you put your kid's head down because you don't want them to get hurt. And I'm like, I'm gonna get eaten by sharks on this ride. And then when the smell at the end when they blow up Jaws, and it literally is the reeking smell of burnt fish. And it's like the heat from the fire in your face. And I'm like, did we just go on a ride or was that real? Like, I totally felt like it was real. It was so
great.
what was it at Universal now, and it's still there, and I highly recommend it to anybody who can possibly go. But they do a show of Waterworld, and you hear that, and you're like, Waterworld, who cares? And no, that is one of the best performances ever.
Is it still there?
It's still there. I mean, there is everything from like fire to jet skis, like getting shot up or off of something that's like 20 feet in the air. And at the end, there is an airplane that is burning and crashes into the water.
I can't believe they would remove Jaws, but you can't. You have a water world. Like what?
Dude,
Well, Kevin, I think they got rid of Jaws to make room for Nintendo World. So
Did they really? I'm okay with it. Then.
Maybe. So you got to pick and choose your battles, Kevin. I don't know, man.
All right, with it now.
You could get rid of almost every other ride at Universal that isn't Harry Potter in favor of Nintendo World. I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Almost all of them. As the Minion ones, take them all.
Take
as
them all.
much room as you need.
The Minions. Hey, Bama Bricks. We got Bama Bricks in the chat.
I don't like. I'm just a huge Simpsons nerd, so if they could keep that, I don't think they are though.
Yeah, the Simpsons stuff was pretty cool when I went to Universal in California. It was small, but like the ride and the atmosphere, it's really great.
Well, I'm just kind of wondering now because Disney owns them. So is it like, do they just get to kind of like hang out there, or are they going to tear that down?
Fun fact, I guess it had because right now, Universal in Florida has a lot of the Marvel rides like Spider-Man and Hulk and all that. And you're well, why would that be the case? And apparently, it has to do with any rides on X side of the Mississippi are to be held in these parks for X amount of time. Which like is why
duration, like a duration of a contract or whatever,
like something. So like that's why you have some Marvel stuff in California, but you know in Disney, but then in Universal in Orlando they have some Marvel stuff. So it's probably the same sort of deal where there's something going on, but like it once that contract is up, they already know. All right, we're gonna take this out and we're gonna put Universal Monsters or Fantastic Beasts or something like that. Like the whole third park they're adding with all of that stuff is like bonkers, and I'm saving all my travel rewards for it. I'm so ready.
Oh, all right, guys, are you ready for this? I'm ready to see this.
I think well, I am so glad that you guys reacted that way. I was just like, it feels disappointing.
Nah, it looks good.
It's it's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's amazing.
That is that's my favorite of the day.
Bluegrass Bricks is really showing his age by saying Nickelodeon Studio. We got time live. Find a ball in a bowl of dog food. What a like that era of Nickelodeon with all the in real life game shows
was great. Was wonderful.
Oh, it was, and like they could. I feel like kids would love that if they brought that back today in full force. Like it was so many unique games and shows, and so like Legends of the Hidden Temple. Oh, what a classic!
They're actually trying to bring that back.
He's got he's wearing a rosary. All right. So Jesse says, can John DM me a raw screenshot of that? Follow him online. I'm sure John would reply to you if you.
Oh yeah. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and I'll totally send this all to you guys, to anybody who wants it afterwards.
The sacred toilet paper.
Yeah.
And Gallagate has very appropriately said, "Oh Lord."
Bravo.
Blessed be thy TP.
All right, that's awesome. I think I'm content with mine as well. Here's the scared toilet paper being chased by a mob. It's very nice. The scale is a little wrong.
Yeah, it's like a paper towel roll,
it's that it's the Charmin. You see that Charmin roll that has like 11 rolls in one. It's massive that you could buy for like $60.
The mega roll.
Yes, and everyone's like, "Why would you ever need that big a roll of toilet paper?" Well, plot twist.
Plot twist. Global pandemic.
Yes.
All right, let's see. I want to pick our next one. You're done, right, John?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, let's do our quick comparison shots here. Boom, boom. But look at it, everybody. There it is.
And again, they're drawn from different angles
every time. I'm not trying. I don't even look.
No.
Oh yeah, no, it's just
it's crazy.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. Doc Samson, Pope TP,
Yeah.
the cleanest of popes.
And Doc Samson, what roller would that Charmin roll fit on? You just basically use your arm as the roll every time you go to the bathroom. You got to put your phone down, got to focus, have the massive
Focus.
$60 roll of toilet paper on your arm, and then you'll be able to get that no problem.
I tried to do the Nickelodeon studio tour thing, Charlie, and it was closed when me and my family went. I mean, again, this is when I was a kid, so I didn't know, but like my family tried to do it and it was closed that day. It was closed.
Apparently they're opening up that vault, that the time capsule that Nickelodeon buried underneath the studio.
Oh, yeah.
It's like due out next year or something. Like
Heard about that.
Doc Samson says, next challenge, change perspectives.
Oh,
we're going to change and then we'll just both flip it and then it'll be the same again.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm looking through stuff to pick another idea. Okay, Here we go. Vision Brick says draw Lou Ferrigno's Incredible Hulk.
There you go.
All right. I'm down for that.
All right.
Jigglepuff YT is here. Hello.
What's going on, Jigglepuff?
You got to spin that roll of TP like it's a Wheel of Fortune. Exactly, Bama Bricks. Exactly.
Lou Ferrigno Hulk.
Oh, one thing I wanted to say about Legends of the Hidden Temple. Did you guys ever hear that, like, apparently that whole thing was just, like, rigged?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, all of it has to be rigged to some degree, but, like,
right.
But the aesthetic and the theme and just the vibe that thing emit. Oh, like, come on. Like you're watching that as a kid, like, welcome to Legends of the Hidden Temple. And then they zoom in on all the guys that are in there waiting to come out and jump at you. Like, oh, man. And
I love this is the best in the chat right here where Bricky Family's like, hello, son. And Jigglepuff's like, father. Just like having this conversation is great.
The best part of that show, looking back on it now, is like, well, you may have come in second place, but here's your reward. It's a Razor scooter. The 1999 debut premiere of the Razor scooter. Yeah, it's like all those, like, here's a boombox, and then everything in like the pink and yellow neon colors, the moon shoes. It's like,
did you just say moon shoes?
Yes, that's what they would do. They'd give away all that stuff. Like, and as third place back then, I'd probably be like, oh, this is dumb. But now I'm like, I'd kill for moon shoes.
I got moon shoes for Christmas one year.
That's great.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh man, you were a cool kid.
I mean,
I won't argue.
Agent Sphinx, they do need to bring back Guts. What
actually, I think they're trying to bring back like the whole thing. If I remember correctly,
I really hope so. It's just like that era. Like Nickelodeon had on Pat, like more so than Cartoon Network ever could or Disney. Like I was not a Disney Channel guy, but
no, I wasn't either.
Yeah, those shows were like, that was a little bit after my time period, but watching them, retroactively, oh man, so cool.
Yeah, my TV as a kid, unless it was playing video games, was almost always on Nickelodeon.
Mm-hmm.
The only exception was Cartoon on Cartoon Network. Like I really like that was when Powerpuff Girls were born, Johnny Bravo was born, Dexter's Lab was born.
Courage.
Courage the kind of like so many cartoons were born out of the whole cartoon thing that then I ended up watching. But like I was never a Disney Channel fan. But I'll admit now my son now watches Disney Channel a lot, and there's a lot of really good cartoons on Disney Channel now.
Yeah, that's what I've seen.
Like they've definitely stepped it up.
Apparently, Agent Sphinx says Disney was a premium channel back then. That would make sense for why I never watched it, but I don't remember that. Do you? Either you remember that?
I do remember it was premium for a bit. Like it definitely was something, because I remember when it went to like cable, I was just like, wait, we get this? Like we can watch this?
Wow.
Yeah. So like for a hot minute, it was like, we're private. And then like, we're not doing that anymore.
Jigglepuff, moon shoes are still there. Bella might be big enough to use them.
There you go.
Stud CDs. I got moon boots as well with Zuba bands.
Moon boots are different from moon shoes?
I think it's the same.
Yeah, I think they are.
Miss Neverland says, Kevin, if you don't like the 90s Disney, we can no longer be friends. I think I'm like, I don't remember. Like, I'm kind of thinking that it was some kind of.
Rescue Rangers was cool. I
didn't
love
watch
Rescue
that.
Rangers.
I
didn't
missed
watch
that
that
whole era.
Really? Darkwing Duck, Groove
Yeah.
Crew.
Unfortunately.
Are you watching any of the new Ducktales, John?
Oh yeah, actually, I just finished the second season not too long ago.
It is actually really good.
That's what
It's-
I've heard, actually, Kevin.
Mhm. Yeah, no, the story's amazing. I was
It is.
surprised.
And the way they wove all of the stories together,
Mhm.
and like they also, I mean, unless I'm mistaken, because you probably watched it more than I did, the original one.
Yeah.
But it seems like they hit every single nostalgic checkbox possible.
Well, so they did two things with that. They hit every nostalgic checkbox, like you said, with the cartoon, but they also did it with the video game.
Yeah, yes, the video game too.
Yeah, because there was like they had the 8-bit moon level.
Della's theme now. Now it's
Yeah,
Della's
Della's freaking phone theme.
Well, just so you know, they do have that collection available on video game consoles, that whole era, if you wanted to hop back in. Just saying.
I
It's out
mean,
there.
might have to, just because what was it? For Christmas one year, my buddy gave me a Raspberry Pi with a bunch of old games on it, and one of them was
Ooh.
Ducktales, and I still just love that game.
Yeah, I've heard those hold up, like the whole like Sega Genesis era, like Lion King, Aladdin, DuckTales, Chippendale, like that whole thing.
Yeah, well, because they're also challenging as fuck too.
Right, yeah. I mean, especially by today's standards, you know, like, I mean, with the newer iterations, you can rewind and stuff, so that's good if you're just not, if you don't have the patience for it. But
Mhm.
I know they're good games too. I haven't played them yet myself, but
That and also just being a sucker for 8-bit music.
oh yeah.
Yeah, they're great for that.
Mrs. Neverland said the Lion King was freaking hard. That's what I've heard too. Like it's
Yes.
actually difficult, but like difficult, like janky difficult as well for like 90s video games. So
Oh yeah, right. Like the
Yeah.
perspective is weird or something, and you're like,
right.
why can I never make this jump?
Yeah.
Oh man.
The platform's right there. You're just like throwing your remote.
Yeah.
The game that I remember having the most fury over never getting anywhere with was the Super Star Wars video game on Super Nintendo. Like I could just never get anywhere ever. Like the furthest I ever got was the Sandcrawler. It's like that's the first like 30 minutes of the movie. I can't get any farther. All right, this face is not looking like the way I want it to look like at all.
Same. Are you drawing it from the opposite perspective?
Wait, let me see. I think actually no.
Oh, you're not?
Wow.
See, I'm trying, and it's not
Let's-
not happening.
Let's
for me.
just put my body onto your head and call it done. No, it's like and finished. Amplify Ferris Bueller's Day Off Discord movie night. Is that a thing?
You know, that would be ideal, but you know, there's a lot going on.
What's
Yeah.
going on right now?
We have a hashtag do better, Kevin.
Oh,
Hashtag
do
challenge
better.
fail from Doc Sampson.
Oh, for what? For which thing, Doc? Super Star Wars,
Maybe.
or doing Lou Ferrigno's? Or wait, what are you talking about, Doc?
Doc is on a different plane of existence. You know this.
Oh, about change perspectives. I did, and then we were on the same one,
Yeah.
which I guess
There
it
it
worked. Challenge succeeded.
Oh, God.
John changed his perspective, so
Amplify, yeah, Kevin, do better. You don't even know. You're just saying it just to say it.
You don't know me. You don't know me. Oof, God, I'm not digging the sketch.
Good. Then you know what? Guess what, John? You have now arrived.
All right.
That's something that I remember with Abby and with Ben. Until you get the first one that you're like, oh, this is horrible. Then you haven't really become part of the Doodle stream. It's like, oh, this is awful. Yeah,
We're
now
here
you're,
to break you down.
now you're in. Good job.
Yes.
It's like, I think the thing is his big nose. That's it.
his big nose.
If you can't get the nose, it's done.
It hit the nose. I also just cannot get this freaking hair down. I feel like I have a beehive going on.
Here you go, Doc. Quick little comparison. I started with the body. John's still on the head. If you, I don't even know.
I thought we were just drawing the head. My bad.
No, you can do whatever you want. You could, hey,
Okay.
You control the action. You
Yeah,
can do whatever
basically, it just goes like, all right, here's the prompt, go for it, whatever it is. Whatever your best interpretation of that prompt is. It's typically how it is, I guess.
Gotcha.
Not to make the rules for Kevin's stream, just as a
No,
listener.
but I mean that you've been around enough to know that is how it goes.
Well, thank you, sir.
Let's see.
Lego had Nickelodeon licensed SpongeBob. Did Disney Flex? Did Mega make Nickelodeon an offer? Cartoon Network holdouts. Mixel joints are trending. I don't know.
Mixel joints are trending?
Well, so what was interesting recently on Lego Ideas, they shared as a staff pick being the Krusty Krab from SpongeBob. And if you notice, Mega Bloks or whoever hasn't come out with a lot of SpongeBob stuff recently. And I'm not saying that's exactly what happened with Mario, but, it seems familiar. So.
Yeah. And Lego Ideas specifically is good about not allowing anything on the platform.
Yes, sir, they are.
So that means they had to have done a IP check.
Yep.
Yeah, this hair is also something else, huh, John?
Yeah, I'm not.
The hair from that era, though, is always very interesting.
This is it. Vision broke us. You broke us, Vision.
Yeah, that's a good one, Vision.
Doesn't mean we're not going to finish it, because believe me, we're going to finish it.
Yeah.
Let me show you guys John for a little while. You can look at him.
You
Are you done? Are you already finished?
No, since you're still going, I'm going to try to give him like a tiny body or something.
A tiny body?
Yeah, I'm going to give him something stupid. It'll be one of those what ifs where it's like, what if only his head got hit by the radiation? I don't know.
What if? Speaking of what ifs, I have finally, for the first time in my life, started watching the Twilight Zone.
Oh, really? Like the original?
Yeah, the original. I've never seen any of it.
So I'm sure you're just getting like a flood of like pop culture references of being like, oh, I've seen that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's where that's from. Oh, that's where that's from. Oh, that's where that's from. But I'm also like really impressed. It is like, for something of its era, I'm like, this is great. This is really good.
No, yeah, and the way it all, or if I remember correctly, the way it all started was actually like, because every episode is like you learn something ironic, basically.
Yeah.
What was it? The way it started was that there was a platoon. I forget which war, but obviously it was black and white, so it's one of the older ones.
Yeah.
But they were waiting. It was a platoon waiting for their rations to arrive, and while they were waiting, there was a storyteller in the group, and he was telling. Basically, he basically told a lot of Twilight Zone stories.
Oh.
And
somebody was taking notes.
Well, he was the host was best friends with this guy, and so he would constantly I think they shared ideas and stuff like that. But anyway, so while they were waiting, the rations finally dropped, and it fell on the storytelling guy.
Of course it did.
Yeah, and so in honor for him, he kind of did the show, and I think he gives him special nods and stuff like that. So
I've pretty much loved every episode I've seen so far. I've seen 10 of them now. I think they're the perfect length of time. They're not long. They're 15 minutes.
Yeah.
They're really, really interesting. They never end the way I think they're going to end, ever. I'm
Really?
I have not come across one where I'm like, oh, that happened. I was expecting that. It was just wow, okay. I've even tried to call a few where I'm like, oh, this is going to happen. And then it doesn't happen. I'm like, dang it. I just watched the other day the guy that wants to read and breaks his glasses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I knew that one because pop culture has ruined that one for me.
Right.
But, the only one
that's caught you by surprise. I'm just curious.
The guy that was by himself.
Okay.
He couldn't find any other evidence of, and then he was in a military training VR, some kind of thing. I was not expecting that. I'm like, oh, okay. And then also the guy that's an inmate on an asteroid, and he gets a robot to keep him company, a robot woman.
Mm-hmm.
Who I was like, oh, that's the actress that played in the Munsters.
Oh, that is definitely the other thing, is you just start recognizing every other actor.
Yeah, and that other guy from the Mary Tyler Moore show, the anchor man.
Mm-hmm.
He was in one of those episodes. He was like, oh, that's the guy that's the Mary Tyler Moore show. But yeah.
I was gonna ask if it still holds up, but considering Brickhead Family said, I was shocked that my kids actually sat down and watched the Twilight Zone with me. I'm assuming it does hold up if it can keep the attention of kids nowadays. You know, it's
really good. I think the only thing that's kind of like the language is definitely older language, just like everybody's like properly saying Mister and hey, fill it up, would you? Like just like very, but it's like it doesn't make it any worse. All right, I don't think I can stomach anymore.
I'm almost done. I'm enjoying this little body.
So here's my Lou Ferrigno Hulk.
There you go.
All right, it's okay. Hopefully it meets with Vision Brick's seal of approval.
I think it does.
And John's got this little tiny like
Yeah. He's gonna smash.
Ken says the guy in the library with glasses is the only one he's ever seen. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
They were really good though, Ken. Like out of all the ones I've seen 11 of them, I think. I was only like one. I was like, yeah, I didn't like that one. It was like the only one.
Yeah.
It was the lady that like was obsessed with the past and then somehow got herself inside of a movie. I'm like, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, there was a few where it was just kind of like, what was the point of that? Like they weren't ironic, they were just weird.
Yeah. Okay, what do you think, John? What would you like to do? Anything popping out in the chat?
Let's see. Chibi Hulk. Yeah, that's about right. I'm looking.
Vision Bricks approves. He approves.
Yes.
Wait, that was not the right one at all. What happened? Oh, that was weird. Why did it do that? There we go. Oh, it's because I was trying to switch to your screen and your screen was already on. That's why. So it said it removed it. It's like, it's already on, sir. Gone.
All right, I'll spot my friend here just because I love the show so much. Have you guys ever seen Letterkenny?
No.
Nope.
It is an amazing show. It's kind of like, there's a few ways to describe it, but the one that I like the most is it's basically Canadian King of the Hill. And so it's a bunch of rednecks in Canada, and there's a lot of, it's for adults. So, and the other thing is the first season is a lot of story buildup, but once you get past that, it's all just comedy for like the next 4 or 5 seasons, whatever they're at right now.
So you're looking at this one right here where it says request Letterkenny as Final Fantasy characters?
As Final Fantasy characters, yeah. I know, like I said, I know jack squat about video games, but I'm willing to take this on.
Final Fantasy, imagine like very, very, very anime.
Oh, I've definitely seen enough. I know like Cloud and
you get the idea. Lots of big hair, big eyes, typically,
Lots of big hair and big eyes.
Yeah. That's what it is. It is what it is.
I'm not disagreeing in any way. All right, I'm going to move some of this stuff around. One of my challenges, John, is I try not to ever extend the canvas.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do the same.
Because you get like when you save it out, you get like a fun, like, oh, that's everything I did today.
Yeah.
All right, let's get Hulk up there. Actually, I'm not. The more I look at this Hulk, I'm not as like, that's okay. I don't know if it looks like Lou Ferrigno, but it's Hulk. He's there.
It's definitely Hulk, and it's definitely that era of Hulk with that hair, man. Like,
yeah,
I think you nailed that part.
Thank you. All right, so what character am I drawing? I looked up Letterkenny.
So the main guy, Wayne.
Flannel.
Yeah.
So that's flannel, blue jeans.
He's a very straight with the guy. He reminds me a lot of Hank if Hank was just more grumpy and punched people.
All right. I mean, Hank does it sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Am I gonna have to kick your ass?
Yeah. Hey, and I don't care what anybody says. King of the Hill still holds up. Like
Rick Bailey says that looks more like Patrick Swayze playing the Hulk.
Oh,
well, fine.
That'd be amazing.
The Vision already approved it, Nick. The requester has approved this drawing.
Man, I'm trying to think of how to mix these two now.
I'm just going to draw the character, and then I'm literally going to slap a costume on it.
Okay. That sounds like a good plan.
You do you, my friend. That's just what I want to do.
Right.
Brian is so into the chores.
Yeah.
Hey! I'm trading with Charlie in the chat for apples. Give me a second here.
Yeah. Animal Crossing.
I'm being quite honest with you here. No one's really chatting. We're all so involved in the conversation here. No one's suggesting a lot of things, or there's a lot of
Oh, I believe you.
things going on here. So
Oh, I believe you.
that and the apples are important.
Oh, and hello, Winter Bricker. I don't know if I said hello to you earlier, but hello.
It's actually true. The apples are very important. From what I understand, you got a lot of fruit trading to do with your neighboring islands so that you can crossbreed or get like golden fruit.
How are you going to sit there and be like, I don't know anything about games, and then start throwing game knowledge down?
I told you, everybody at my work is playing this game, and it's like it's really fun to watch and listen to. Like I do enjoy it.
So it's not quite crossbreeding with the trees. So I have apples as my native fruit. I will trade with person A to get peaches. That way, when I sell them at my shop, they go for a higher amount of value than the apples do. So you crossbreed the flowers. So if you plant like a yellow flower next to a white one, you could get like a pink one or a blue one or whatever. It just depends. So that's what you're probably thinking of.
Yes, yeah.
Of course.
Well, no, I mean we actually had a full conversation about it yesterday, me and my coworkers.
Was that during the meeting?
No, it wasn't during that meeting. No.
Everybody, we're going to talk about our islands.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
There you go.
What is your
I saw the funniest thing floating around the internet yesterday, where there's a lot of people working from home and they're having to do like video conferencing and stuff. And there's a guy that also does streaming. So like this is like he does this all the time. So he like redid his layout, and it's like a newscast where it's like updates from Bob and what Bob's working on, and he's got like the ticker on the bottom and like the screen and it's like all of his he blurred out the faces of all of his coworkers, but they're all like in like laughing poses because they're all just like people in their kitchen, and it's him with this crystal clear image where it's like live from Kansas. It's like, here's my chart. It's like pretty good. I was very entertained.
I did like the meme of that Spider-Man toy where it's like spoofing off Spider-Man Far From Home. It was Spider-Man Stay at Home. Yeah. And it's just like him at his like desk in his spider costume.
Yeah, there were actually our boy Joey, Maniac for Bricks. He had a really funny Spider-Man post the other day where it was like the three Spider-Mans all pointing at each other.
Oh, yeah.
And it was coronavirus, seasonal allergies, and flu. And all three of them were pointing at each other. And I was like, that's pretty good, Joey.
Yeah.
Pretty good on that one.
You know what? Where is Joey?
I don't know.
Is he in the ether?
He's around. He's got to be around. He hasn't chatted yet.
Joey is always around. He's
never not around. Who is Joey? I mean, a lot of people are requesting to have him drawn.
Can I take the helm on this one?
Please.
Joey Maluzzo, a.k.a. Joseph Maluzzo, otherwise known as Maniac for Bricks, is the single shining light that this world needs at the moment. He provides a ray of positive energy whenever he enters into a live stream, an incredibly thought-provoking content contributor, always throwing shade when it's necessary, and always bringing good vibes when it's necessary as well. Joey's a kind soul, a kindred spirit, someone who's always watching over the Lego realm. You ever see Thor at all? The Thor movies?
Oh, of course.
He's basically the Heimdall of the Lego online community, is what I would say he is. Yeah, pretty much. That's what it is.
Nice.
Joey.
And I'm not joking either. That's not sarcasm. That's like 100%.
Joey pulled out a giant sword. Joey, send me to New York City. I'm going to just start screaming in the air when I need to go back. Joey, send me home.
Joey, send me to the timeline where the Lego Mario sets are out. Ding!
Yeah. Oh, those look amazing, by the way. Or like they look like they'll be stupid fun anyways.
Oh, yeah.
I am a fan. I'm definitely a fan of the partnership. The sets are, that's whatever. I'll buy them. I mean, like that's the thing that I keep coming back to. It's like, regardless of how I feel about it, I'm going to buy them. So it doesn't really matter. It's like, I'm going to buy them. So I'm just hoping that I'd like the partnership to keep flourishing because I want to see some more traditional sets with minifigs and not like the brick built figs. I'm not a huge fan of brick built figs. I'll specify I'm not a big fan of brick built figs when Lego does it. I'm more a fan when like fans build it and they do their own thing. But Lego I just don't like. Just give me my minifigs. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, I guarantee you're going to get it, Kevin. I think you know enough into the, what these companies would do. Like this is the gimmicky thing first, and then they're going to be like, all right, I guess you guys want this one, and there it goes.
That's what I'm also hoping for, and I will vote with my wallet and also buy them just so they know. I'm like, yeah, give me the ones I want, but here you go.
Yep, exactly. And then Galligate in the chat says, in regard to Joey, yes, just don't give him advice on girlfriends. That's all, Brian. And I won't. I won't do that.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll hold off on that one.
Galligate knows. Galligate was there in that stream that is being referenced.
I heard the highlight reel. Yeah.
Our boy.
The goat. Joey the goat.
So what happened there?
It's an excursion. Just like Joey's life, it's a journey, and the journey cannot be contained within this live stream. I'll let you know.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Like all I imagine now is like this is when it went unfamily friendly.
Oh no, you took us there a long time ago, John.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm good for, man. Anytime.
I love it. What was like the first thing you said? You're like, hey everybody, I fucking like drawing. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That was like the first sentence you said. I'm like, all right, very good.
Yeah, it's really, and I was telling you yesterday, Kevin, it's really bad around my niece and nephew where I'm just kind of like, I'll just be like, it's been a hell of a day. This fucking shit just kept flying at me. And I swear to God, I'm just going to like burn this world. And then all of a sudden my sister just kind of like looks over at my niece and nephew, looks back. I'm like, all right,
please
sorry. Yeah.
Please stop. Whatever you do, please stop. I'm trying to, I don't know how I want to do this. How do I want to do this?
I mean, I'm making this as goofy as hell. I threw out all logic on this one from the get-go.
Can we get a swap, Kevin?
Yeah. Oh, I was trying to move the position on the screen share. Stupid me.
How long have you been doing this?
This hair, I don't. This, I know. Tree of Ore is like, Hinkle said the F word. I only said it because John said it.
Yeah. I am that bad influence right there, man.
Even Jesse's like, did Kevin just swear? I know. It's because John did it. See, look at everybody's like falling apart.
See, it's okay if you swear or say language if you're quoting someone else or a piece of media.
What if I'm quoting like a politician?
Absolutely, that is 100% valid. That's valid in the classroom.
Of course, it's so interesting when I watch the news and they're like, the following message from the president: we need to warn you, there is inappropriate language. Like, oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Doc is out. See you later, Doc. Gotta go. Everyone have fun. Thanks, John, for joining, Kevin.
Real quick, Doc Sampson, if you could be there today in my live stream, not to promote myself, but please update your Nintendo Switch now. Thank you, sir.
Does it need like an update every week?
It does, yes, because that's how the game is. Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah, I mean that's a good thing. They're adding new content every week, to be fair. But
I have this weird problem. Maybe you've come across it since you game a lot more than I do. But every now and then, Stardew Valley has done some updates, not super often, but enough. And I always get this weird error on my Switch where it's like micro SD card not detected. And I'm like, I don't ever open it. I don't ever take it out. I like seriously never adjust with it, and my Switch stays perfectly sealed in a case in a drawer when I'm not playing it. And so I'll sit there and I'll take it out, put it back in, restart the system. And then sometimes it's like, okay. But when I booted it up the other day, like I said, I played one night. It wouldn't do it. I took the SD card out, in, rebooted. And every single time it was like, we cannot detect this micro SD card. We cannot. I'm like, what the hell?
Where did you happen to buy it from?
The card? Yeah. I mean, it's been the one that I've had in the system since I've had it for 4 years, or when it came out. Like I've never it had any issues, and it only seems to happen with Stardew Valley.
Well, yeah, I would have said the issue is like if you bought it on Amazon and it's like a kind of lower grade, knockoff kind. But if it's working, then it might just be take it out, plug it back in, see if it works. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
haven't had that issue.
That's what's happened. That's how I fixed it before. But Kevin must be listening too much Ghost Frickin' Talking to pick up the bad words. It's John. It's not me.
I'm fucking sorry.
Let's see. Galligade. Yeah, Nick, totally bad influence, that Ghost Taco. Agent Sphinx is the blow on it. I don't think that works for the micro SD.
Give it a shot. It might work. Yeah.
Give it a shot. Let's see. I'm just gonna also go with the cloud default.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
I don't know anything about this character. Hopefully, it kind of looks like him, but I don't know.
Which one, Cloud or Wayne?
The guy that's supposed to look like.
I'm telling you, if you guys should definitely give it a shot. I think it'd be right up your alley. It's just my roommate, who is from Canada, turned me and my other roommate onto it, and we just basically binged the whole thing in a couple of weeks.
Wait, is your roommate Agent Sphinx?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah. No, Agent Sphinx is a very talented man who has worked on such shows like The Walking Dead, Doom Patrol. He's not an actor; he's just worked on the shows. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, no, he's had a great time. But like everybody else right now, with the virus going on, it's kind of weird to not have work since they've shut down Georgia.
Made in Georgia.
Yeah,
that's what I hear every time.
Did I tell you I was?
Can we get another swap, Kevin?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Sorry to interrupt.
No.
Wow. You really getting the cloud essence right there. Wow. I like it.
Did I tell you I almost ended up moving to Georgia?
No. What is wrong with you? Did you not learn anything about me complaining all the time about leaving state after state after state?
Well, I almost got a job there. I applied to do background cleanup for a show that was they were trying to keep us from knowing what the show was, so they called it Swampy at first.
Swampy?
Yeah, and we were like, okay, if it's a paying gig, who cares? And
if we get money, that's fine.
And so I was curious. I was like, I wonder what the hell Swampy's about. So I applied. They basically kept me and my friend on the fence for a while. They're like, you guys basically have the job. We just need everything to kind of come through, and you can move down here. Okay. And then it didn't come through, and it was funny because it was the same company that did Archer, Floyd County, and.
So wait, they said you pretty much have the job, but then it never happened?
So they needed to make sure that all the writing and everything was set up so that the show would just flow smoothly and whatnot. I guess there was a lot of creative battles, and but this all happened the same time that FX had said that they were going to do a Deadpool cartoon show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so what happened was FX all of a sudden came out and was like, all right, we're not doing the Deadpool cartoon. We just couldn't work with our writers and whatnot. And then all of a sudden we got an email being like, okay, you guys have probably pieced it together, but the show was actually going to be for Deadpool and it didn't come through. So we're sorry, you can't get the job.
Oh.
Yeah, it did. But I was just like, oh, I'm so close to working on Deadpool.
I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but before I settled on Colorado, my second choice was to go to Georgia for art school.
Oh, really? Oh, for Savannah?
Yeah.
Nice. You should have gone to Savannah.
You should have.
I mean, not trying to say, hey, you should have lived your life or nothing.
John's like, you should have done this other timeline so we would have never met.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. I enjoyed our time. I think that school,
Oh, hell yeah.
like during our time there, I thought it was really good. I have no idea what it's become, but I enjoyed it when we were there.
You know, when I was last there about, when did I stop working there? About 5 or 6 years ago now. Basically, it was kind of in a bad spot for like the longest time, and then they right before I left, they started really getting stuff together, and they were really helping out the students, and it was really nice. So I'm hoping that it's still that way. I'm sure it's still expensive as hell because they're a private college, but that happens.
Ninja with the bricks. Hello, how you
Hey,
doing?
what's
Welcome
going
to
on,
the
Ninja?
stream.
What's going on, Ninja? Ninja's one of my newest patrons. His name
There
got
we
called
go.
out at the beginning.
Nice.
Supporting some independent artists. I like it. And now, because it is 11:30, gentlemen, that's typically when the coloring happens on drawing. So if you feel the obligation to color, I know Kevin usually does it for some of the drawings. So
Yes,
it up a little bit, you know.
It's totally up to you, John. Like I said, that's my formula. But you can do whatever you want to do. And I don't go like, I'm talking like, here's a shade and maybe here's one level of cell shading to it. It's like, I'm done.
No, that's about my strength as well. I only see in primary colors, so I don't do much shading or anything like that.
John's actually an alien.
I am.
Did I not tell you guys that? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Way to bury the lead.
I'm sorry. Whoops.
Yeah.
So this was Agent Sphinx. Does this look like the character at all? Maybe, hopefully. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Keep it up. I'll switch back.
I'm literally just looking at Google.
Dude, you nailed it. That's great.
Well, good. All right, great.
Mind getting a swap, Kevin, just so we can see?
Yes.
Yeah, let me put it back on his face.
Very nice.
Yeah. You're talking with your friends the other day. They have a nice long draw and everything. It's a very quotable show as well.
Nice.
So once you're done with Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you were saying?
No, I was just going to go on a tangent about how it's like really nice outside, at least in Massachusetts right now. And it's like, man, I really want to go outside and do stuff, but
right.
I
also don't want to die. So there's that.
And don't want to potentially cause anyone else to die, more importantly. So,
That's kind of like the biggest fear is like not really getting it, but not wanting to pass it on to somebody else.
That's exactly what it is. And I feel like a lot of people my age especially don't quite realize that yet. So it'll be interesting to see, how long it goes on for, I guess.
Yeah.
My wife's work has been just as busy, if not busier, than Christmas season over the last week.
I can imagine. And
it's just like, you just sit there and shake your head and you're like, all of you are, the only word I can think of, all of you are very selfish. You're just very, very selfish people.
Yeah.
Well, because what was it? The grocery store that threw out like $3,000 worth of food because some old lady was like, she made a scene and was like coughing on all the food.
Oh.
And they had to throw it all out. They didn't want to risk it.
No way.
Jeez.
I know. It's just like, what? This lady.
It kind of broke my heart when I went to Wegmans yesterday because I'm used to seeing it very lively. There's all sorts of food out that you can grab and put in a container. There's pizza that, it's just like hustle and bustle. And it's like everyone's just to themselves. Everyone looks miserable. Mm-hmm. And there's no food out, and I'm like, man, this now this sucks. Now I see it, like being out in public, because if you're just in your house, at least you're, away from it, I guess. But
right,
yeah.
Well, yeah. So I live right next to a park, and we're at least allowed to go outside to get some exercise. So
us too, yeah.
My roommates and I, we always go for a walk. But it is very weird just to see everybody you're on one side of the sidewalk, they're on the other, and all of a sudden it's like both parties are just like now not on the sidewalk and walking very far away from one another. And it's like, nothing against you. I don't want to hurt you. You don't
Of
want to
course.
hurt me. And it's very courteous. It's weird. It's
The only thing that I could see coming out of it, at least from like a social standpoint currently, is this, and it kind of happens in New England. I feel like when there's like a snowstorm, when everyone's going through it together, we're like, all right, we're none of us are going to be jerks to each other. Let's be just courteous, like, hey, stay healthy, all that, or hanging, there's a little bit more of that like sense of community of like, all right, this is a situation, just all right, take care of yourself and all that. Like,
I'm glad you see that. I don't see that at all in New England.
Well, yeah, I feel like, I'm in a more heavily populated area, so I feel like on top of all the people and bustle, there's just this like, all right, let's just stick this through,
Yeah, I wish it really was like that. I mean, around me, I don't feel that. People are just like I said, it really feels very similar to like a Christmas season kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because everything is busy. Everything is packed. People are not staying home. And then people that are out are being rude to each other. And it's like, awful. And I think part of it has to do with also that, everybody, regardless if they want to admit it or not, are scared and worried and stressed. Yeah, totally. And when you can't control so many things in your life, you grab as hard as you can on the things you can control. And some of the things are like panic buying. Like, I can control, I can buy stuff, so I'm going to buy as much stuff as I can. And I can control how rude I am to this person that works at McDonald's, so I'm going to be rude to them. It doesn't make it okay, but there is definitely some psychological precedent for it. And that's kind of what I've been seeing.
Brickhead family made a trip to Target yesterday, and it felt like Walking Dead in there. Yeah, I've heard that said a couple of times too. I mean, at least there are people, they're not walking around with their heads chopped off and everyone's bloody. So at least there's that.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, it is a rough month for New England. I got to say in particular, because we lost Tom Brady. We got the COVID-19 thing. Everything's hitting the fan at once. And you know what? The thing is, I knew that the Brady era had to end at some point. And the good thing is that the New England Patriots are a team, not just Tom Brady. If anyone can lead the team to a Super Bowl, it's going to be Bill Belichick over Tom Brady. So we're still in it. It's still fine.
Oh, look, our numbers dropped 10.
Oh, jeez. That's because they don't want to admit greatness, Kevin. Come on.
You're probably right. I was just curious because I haven't looked at it in a while. It has dropped, though. I was very surprised when we kicked off. I've never had that many people. Granted, everyone's at home. People have, they're looking for content. But almost 30 people, I think, at its peak. And I've never had that many people watching at one time. It's a lot.
Yeah, and then they saw me co-hosting, and they're like, oh, never mind.
And Dunzo.
Yep. There he is. Goodbye.
Ninja. Sports ball? Yes, sports ball, sir. Sports ball.
Nothing wrong with sports ball.
I mean, yes, there is.
Yeah, I don't follow it very well. I do like sports.
I like that people that it brings joy to people's lives. That's what I don't have any. I think the one thing I do have very strong opinions on is I think athletes get paid way too much. Way too much.
Oh yeah, totally, 100%.
Especially when you look at like teachers. Like, what are we doing? Why are these athletes getting millions of dollars and teachers are on like, bare?
Well, but if they get injured, then how are they going to pay the bills? It's like, yeah, but if this teacher doesn't teach this kid right, then we're going to have a messed up economy and society. And
they are literally like the most important people, and they are not given what they deserve. It's like everything they do impacts like the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years of everything.
Yeah. But treat them like dirt, make sure that kids complain about them and can sue them for,
Once upon a time, there was a classroom and there was this little kid with blonde hair, and he's like, this is a tremendous classroom. Tremendous.
Oh, no. Say it ain't so, Kevin. Say it ain't so.
Somebody's like, you could do anything. You could even run the country.
You can say whatever you want on TV. It's great.
And Twitter, and there's no repercussion. It's great.
What a time.
And nothing matters. JB, we got JB in the chat. Hello, JB. I'm almost done with this one. I just need to put the sword colors together.
Yeah, I'm also not a very fast colorer, so I apologize for that.
I forget who said it earlier, but someone I think in regard to Kevin's drawing was like, "That's a big butter knife."
That is, it is indeed. One of these YouTube channels that I used to watch and I stopped because they just stopped putting content up was they would make real life video game weapons.
Oh shit, that's
Like-
really cool.
Like
That's
real,
pretty
real. Like they would be usable. They would not be cosplay props. They would be actual lethal weapons.
With like lasers and stuff. Like,
No, it was a blacksmith. He was a he was a blacksmith, and what was the channel name? I think it was Man at Arms. I think there's still content out there, but they just stopped. And they did this cloud sword once, and they had to have 2 people hold it up because it's not you can't hold it. It's not possible. And they tried everything they could. Like he made it as flat as he could. He used like the lightest metal he could, but it was still like a lethal weapon. Like you could kill someone with it. And they did tons of stuff. They did like Keyblades, Master Sword, like Trunks' sword from Dragon Ball Z. Like if it was a real, like a pop culture weapon, he would make it. And he showed you, he did it old fashioned way. Like he would do it with all the, blacksmithing techniques and tools and explain it. All right. I'm going to put just a little bit. I want like a shine on the hair maybe. And then something with the sword. And then I think I'm gonna be done with this one.
Yeah, I can call it quits on this one anytime. I'm just kind of goofing right now with the color.
Yeah, it's always cool to see, like, it's one thing to have someone who is a fan of something and then tries to make it look authentic as possible, but someone who like actually knows what they're doing tries to make the thing and it comes out just next level every time.
And it's great. This guy was like I said, he was a professional blacksmith, and he had been doing that. Like he made like Aragorn's sword in the Lord of the Rings movie. Like this is what he did, and then now he made a YouTube channel, and he would make weapons from pop culture and video games. Like he did real batarangs, like real ones that could kill you. Like these are, and of course he'd be like, now he's like, here's the thing, how would you hold this? Because you're gonna hurt yourself holding this. Because it's like sharp, right? Like he would explain everything about, like, it was great. I recommend it, but they haven't done a new video of making weapons in years. But there was probably about 30 or so episodes.
Oh, nice.
All right, there you go. That's the guy. Oh wow, look at this. Look how much canvas I got. All right. So this was John's pick, so I'm gonna look for something to draw. Oh, let's look at yours. Let's go to John's. Can you zoom out a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
For a second.
Yeah, one second.
No.
Well, sorry.
It's
I'm getting flustered.
It's fine. Let me.
If anyone wants to toss in new, fresh ideas into the chat right now while Kevin is searching through, it's kind of tough when, one drawing gets drawn and then you have to scroll all the way back up. So if you kind of can time it a little bit better, if you want to toss in something toward the end of the drawing, that makes it easier for all parties involved. So
I like that you cut the sleeves off. That's a good choice there. Like having the flannel but cut the sleeves off, that's pretty good.
It's a baller move.
Cool. All right. Let's see. We got a bunch of cool ones here. We've got welcome back, Brick Vibe. Treevore says Fanboy and Chum Chum. I have no idea what that is.
You don't know Fanboy and Chum Chum?
No.
That's a Nickelodeon cartoon. It's great.
Oh, okay. Jesse says draw Joey as a minifig eating waffles. Miss Neverland says me chilling with the Squirtle Squad. Squirtle Squad. Brickhead family, Captain Spaulding. Nick always loves the super creepy. What can I get to disturb you today?
It's almost like he runs like a haunted show.
It's almost like he's all about it. Jigglepuff says draw Kevin from SpongeBob. Oh, we gotta draw Kevin from SpongeBob. We must draw Kevin from SpongeBob. My boy Jigglepuff over here. We gotta make that happen. Kevin's supposed to come back, I think, or maybe the episode already aired.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did a big thing saying it's been 19 years since an episode with Kevin, and he was coming back to SpongeBob for a new episode or something. Let's see. Kevin SpongeBob. Kevin the sea cucumber.
Now, are you going to give him any of the MrHinkleDraws facial hair, or is it just?
Oh
gonna
no,
be
I'm going.
Kevin?
I'm gonna do the Kevin from the show.
Gotcha. Okay, I don't know if there was any inspiration you wanted to pull from IRL, but I gotcha.
Nah.
Nah.
Have you ever drawn yourself as Kevin from SpongeBob?
No.
I feel like that's just a missed opportunity.
I feel like here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Kevin.
Rick's got it.
Gavin.
Stud Cities. I slept on the X-Men set. Now is a good time to build. Yeah.
Wait, they had an X-Men Lego set? Well, wait. No, I remember that now.
There was one. All right, now
There were two.
This is the part of the program where I draw something like this, and Nick gets very uncomfortable.
I know. I started off my drawing, and I was like, that's not going to look right.
Oh, let's see. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you already had a face, so it's fine.
Wow. There you
Family
go.
friendly. Wait. Here, I'll give him shoes. How's that? That work?
John, you have brought us to the promised lands.
That looks provocative.
We're gonna switch over to mine for a minute.
Yes, this is a family-friendly program, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
I honestly thought the internet connection dropped for a second because you both were dead silent.
That's John has been my raunchiest guest to date.
All right.
That's what he was.
Good old number 3.
I guess he was going for that. That's
You know, it wasn't a goal, but I'm glad I got it.
only you can get away with that, John. I've known him too long. He gets away with it. It's fine.
I'll better moves away from my son. LOL.
Yeah.
Says Gallagher.
Wait, what is it? Yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize on behalf of
The children, no.
children, please.
I won't do anything like that again. I just this drawing was like the minute you start, it's like, oh, come on.
Of course.
That means he definitely will.
Yeah.
Oh, if I didn't already tell you this, John, and if anybody watching, if I haven't told you this, when life gets back to normal again, and if you get a chance, if it's like anywhere in your area and you're a SpongeBob fan, I definitely recommend seeing the SpongeBob musical. Like,
really?
I'm not even kidding. It is
Kevin.
really good. Yeah.
Guess what I saw a couple months ago?
Did you see the SpongeBob musical?
I did.
That's awesome.
And
Did you love it?
I can confirm it is just as awesome as you said it was.
It's so good.
So when I've only seen my friends perform in musical theater at like a college level / semi-professional level. So this was my first like actual show that I've, paid a good amount of money for to see professional actors and all that. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing how they took SpongeBob and they didn't have felt characters on screen with like big costumes and stuff. They actually made it like human-like, but not creepy, and incredibly well done. I was so amazed. And you may go see it, and you're like, oh, the main star of the show is SpongeBob. It absolutely is not. I'm not going to tell you who the star of the show is and what shines the most. It's not SpongeBob. Like
it's so there's so many layers to how good it is. Like they have A-class music talent with all the songs in the play. Like Brian said, the costuming is on point, and even the set, like the entire set, is made from recovered items from the ocean. Like they've it's part of their like sea conservation efforts of like the Hillenberg Foundation or whatever. But like, and then they make it look awesome.
Yeah.
So it is, and it's a great story. It has all the characters you know and love. So it started on Broadway. It's not on Broadway anymore. But it travels around the country now. And so if you get a chance and you like SpongeBob, you need to watch it.
Even if you don't like SpongeBob as much, just to see a show like produced in that way is absolutely incredible. I was blown away. And I knew when you were suggesting it, Kevin, I'm like, all right, if he's talking this highly of it, I have to at least advocate with my friends to go see it. And all my friends loved it. It was so good. I do see the rare, the elegant, the goat, the kid among the goat among the goats, the highest powers that be in the galaxy, Joseph Maluzzo, aka Maniac for Bricks, in the chat. Joey, how are you?
The goat amongst goats. It's
The
like
kid.
It's like an extra large goat.
I can take a double XL goat.
What's going on, Joey? Welcome to the stream.
So yeah, if you have a chance to go see that, I know you've talked about it. Like, it seems like you've talked about it ad nauseum
A lot.
but it's so good.
I feel like it's because nobody believes me. I feel like, it's a play. It's going to be lame.
Right.
It's like Disney on Ice, right? And
Yep.
it's like, no, you are going to love it. But
Absolutely.
it's so good. And I was really sad when they shut it down on Broadway because I thought it was done.
Yeah.
I was like, no, it's done. No one's going to get a chance to ever see it. And then they started touring, and I'm like, oh, this is it.
You know what they actually did as well, which is not the way to see it, but now that you're saying that, it reminded me, they did air it on Nickelodeon. They recorded a performance of it.
Yeah.
So you can watch it, but like if you're able to go and see it, and a ticket could cost you anywhere from like $50 to $70. Like if you go out to the theater for a night and you make it a whole thing, like, man, it's so good.
I mean, you guys have definitely sold me. Like, I've always had an interest, but I never, a longing for it. Now that you guys say that, I'm like, God, I wish the whole thing would live so I can go see the show.
Right.
I bet it'll be there. It'll be in Texas somewhere.
Yeah. Even if you have a very casual interest in SpongeBob, they dive like deep into like references and stuff, but not to the point where you're lost. Like you'll still get everything,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like when I was watching it, and this is like at this point a year and a half ago, when I was watching it, I also felt like they did a really good job like weaving in issues that adults would get and things that kids would get, and like things that apply to today. And I'm like, wow, this has got so many levels to this. This is great. And my kids loved it. My younger son and my older son both loved it.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
So yeah, when the world starts to shine brighter than ever, absolutely go for it.
Well, that was like, I don't know if you guys ever saw it, but we saw it as a gag, and it ended up being pretty good. It was just community theater though, but it was we saw Shrek the musical.
See, and that's like the opposite, where I look at the costumes and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was very funky. It was very weird, but by the end of it, like I wasn't really like
you got used to it.
Yeah, like I actually like I was into the songs and the story. Like I was surprised. I was like, wow, I was expecting to come out of here just like talk trash about it, but it was. I actually recommend it for anybody. Now the one that's on Netflix, I don't know if they're the same, because I've heard a lot of my friends talk about it and they're just kind of like, yeah, that's trash. I'm like, oh well.
Oh, I didn't know that was a hat. It wasn't.
Yeah.
That's my Kevin's cucumber reference.
Okay.
I thought that was a hat. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
It gets part of his head ripped off. That looks pretty good, John. That's like, I feel like I could see that in a SpongeBob storyboard.
Oh, thanks, man. Let me see yours. I just flip back. Oh, dude, that's awesome. There's so much character there.
Bluegrass Bricks, you can't fool me. I'll listen to NPR. Let's see. What do I want? I guess the other hand should be holding a jellyfishing net, I guess.
Or it could be like a pen because he's going to autograph something or something like that.
Oh, a pen. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Because I don't think he actually jellyfishes in the episode. It's just all the Kevin, he's signing everything.
Well, yeah, because I think he's in 2 different episodes early on where there's the convent. Oh, no, I'm thinking of the second half of the episode where they go out. Do they go out jellyfishing at some point? And
they tie SpongeBob to the tree with the loser.
Loser.
That was my anthem in elementary school, dude. I'd get that called out to me walking down the hallways every single day. It was fantastic.
Oh,
but look at me now. It's okay.
Brian's got to take us down a notch for a second. It's like, oh.
What's going on, everybody? It's Bricks O'Brien talking about his childhood damage on Mr. Hinkle's Doodle stream.
Childhood damage. What was didn't in that episode he got like the king jellyfish or something showed up?
Yes.
Or like the queen.
Yes. I think it was Queen, yeah.
It's a queen jellyfish.
Kevin, Kevin, what do we do?
Yeah.
Nematodes.
The nematodes are coming.
Man.
The nematodes. Oh man.
SpongeBob's where it's at.
Legendary.
SpongeBob is where it is at.
Dude, I still really love the movies. I haven't really watched the show in a while, but
I can't believe that they keep going, you know?
Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm like, what are you guys even I mean, you guys have exhausted a lot of storylines, but apparently there's something still there. I mean, The Simpsons have been going on for what, 32 years?
Oh,
so
yeah. That's when you know. So, like, okay, you know the world is collapsing when Disney is closed, but if The Simpsons ends, that's when you really know everything's hit the fan. You're like, no, this is not right.
Yeah, batten down those hatches.
Yeah, if that happens, you know a storm is brewing.
All right, I'm gonna throw some colors on.
Oh, we're calling? Oh yeah.
I mean, that's just what I do. Like I said, you can do whatever you want. I was telling John, I thought it was interesting because this is only the third time that we've done the multiplayer, and so the first time with Ben, he colored everything, and then with Abby, she didn't color any of them. So it's like it's all good. It's like everybody does it however they want to do it.
I feel like some of them warrant color more than others, but that's just me.
I agree.
I'm actually kind of glad I colored the Letterkenny one, just because it's so dumb.
It's so dumb.
It is. But yeah, like somebody was mentioning in the chat too that
You're
are going to be what? Kevin?
You broke up. I couldn't hear what you said.
Sorry.
Yes.
Am I?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. But the new one's like all 3D.
Yes.
Okay. Am I still breaking?
Uh-oh. Are we on a delay? You might be on a delay or something, John.
Might be on a bit of a delay. Should I try to like refresh in the stream or something?
You can, if you want, you can jump out of the stream and then come back in the stream, and it could fix it.
Okay.
You just have to click the link again.
Actually, how am I doing now?
You're okay. You're okay now.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just going to be fluxes. Hopefully,
A little bit of wonk. Never hurt anyone. It's fine.
There was a bunch of people that all of a sudden all wanted to get on Instagram for a second.
You want to flip the screen for a second, Kevin? Get an update?
Absolutely.
There we go.
That definitely I really feel like I could see that in like a storyboard.
Yeah.
Like a storyboard drawing from SpongeBob. You're breaking up again, John.
It's about ow! All right, hold on. I'm gonna try to refresh.
All right, he's out. As soon as I see him down there, I'll get him back in the stream. Okay.
There it is.
Better?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
There we go. And I'll switch it to there we go. We got Bricksomniacs in the Twitch chat. Twitch has been quiet today.
Yeah, Twitch has been quiet. I feel like the like everyone is chatting amongst themselves about the topics, you know, and we're going on about one thing or the other, but
yeah, usually there's, you know, a few folks that pop over into Twitch, but it's been really quiet today.
Yeah. I've noticed a little bit of a dip in some of the live streams for me, depending on the time or like people I feel like are on, like they have more free time at home, but there's also like odd schedules in general, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody's like daily schedules are flipped upside down.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Let's see. What's your favorite episode of SpongeBob from Jigglypuff? I don't know if I could name mine off the top of my head. Maybe you two can, if you have one.
I know I definitely have a favorite joke.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a favorite bit or a gag or something.
Yeah, one of my all-time favorite ones is SpongeBob is asking Squidward to do something, and then Squidward's like, he scoffs at him, and he's just like, "What are you gonna ask me next? To go square dancing with Patrick?" And then SpongeBob just turns around and looks at Patrick in full cowboy gear, and it's just like, "Sorry, Patrick," and he like walks away sad.
There's a lot of really fun bits of like going over to Patrick.
Yeah.
Who are you calling a pinhead?
Yeah.
he's a pinhead.
Yeah.
Who eats Krabby Patties at 3 a.m? And he like has an alarm and is eating the Krabby Patties at 3 a.m.
Jumps right out of bed.
Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, Maniac for Bricks, hop over and Twitch and using the Saviano shock face.
There it
emote.
is.
What's the name of that? Do you have a name for that emote? Is a name.
The emote, when you hover over it, it's Bricks9 Wow.
Wow. Can you see that, John, in the chat? Brian's got his own emote of his face.
Oh, what?
That's over on Twitch. It's like because I like.
Oh, yeah.
So somebody sent me that was from a Mario Sunshine episode I did where I had that reaction. Kevin, you played Mario Sunshine, right?
Yep.
So it was have you beat most of it or all of it at all?
It was a long time ago, but I did.
Yeah. So it was a part in one of the last levels where the piantas throw you, like you have to the pianists throw you from one platform to the other to get the shine.
Okay.
And I had that face when I just look at the camera, and someone like cut that out and printed it and like put it on like a snowman and on like a snowflake decoration. And I'm like, this is too good to not put as an emote. And all my chat was like, yeah. So,
I would agree. I think that's a great one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what was it? I actually did badges for a friend of mine, and his whole gimmick was something to do with chicken nuggets, because I drew his face as chicken nuggets.
As you do.
As one does. But yeah, just I've always liked the idea of badges, and actually our company is doing badges for a lot of YouTube people right now. So
well, I might need those services. We'll be in touch, sir.
Yeah.
Ninja with the Brick saying, did y'all see they're going to remake Star Wars Pod Racer for the Switch? They're actually not remastering it. That's just the port that they've had out for PlayStation 4 and Steam, like literally for years. I think it's just people are taking up the news story now. Like it's a new thing. It's technically not new, but yeah, that is coming out relatively soon.
Whoa, best Mario game of all time, says Jigglypuff and Ninja. I disagree with that.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I disagree with that.
And I grew up with that game too. That's my childhood. The thing is, if you're saying Mario Sunshine is the best Sunshine game, when is the last time you've played Mario Sunshine? If it's any more than 5 years ago, replay it and tell me how you feel, because I guarantee you that doesn't hold up today. Because I played it last year. It doesn't hold up control-wise. Nothing like Mario Odyssey or 64. Doesn't even compare.
Ninja says, I feel bamboozled. Yeah, I do not think that's the best Mario game by any stretch of the imagination. I don't even remember as a kid really, really liking it. I was like, yeah, this is all right. I played it. It's another Mario game. But like, for me, I really, really enjoy Mario Odyssey a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would say that's my favorite Mario game of all time. I would probably say, it's a tie between 64 and Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo for me.
Well, the thing with Mario Sunshine is like I love the vibe of it, that it's an island. Like that aesthetic is so unique for Mario, and it's so cool. So what I was really banking on, if I can go on a small tangent here, because so in Super Mario Odyssey, as Kevin, you probably know, they had a kingdom at the very end called the Mushroom Kingdom, which invoked Mario 64.
Yeah.
And the castle, when you enter in, it plays the lobby music from Peach's Castle, and it's amazing, and it's nostalgia and all that. You can unlock a outfit in Mario Odyssey that is almost the exact polygonal Mario 64 model, and play as that suit. And when I saw that for the first time without any spoilers, I was like, I might cry. Like, this is amazing. So, fun fact, I don't know if you know this, Kevin, when they first showed off like the map, like the globe that, you toss Cappy on the globe and you go off in the Odyssey, that there was a texture on that globe that showed Delfino Island from Mario Sunshine.
Oh, nice.
And they took it out.
Oh.
So I thought either it's going to be DLC for Mario Odyssey, which obviously hasn't happened and will not happen at this rate, or when Mario Odyssey 2 inevitably happens, which I firmly believe they'll do, because Mario Odyssey is the best-selling Mario game of all time, that the secret final kingdom, akin to Mushroom Kingdom, will be Delfino Isle. And I'll literally lose my mind when that happens. Lose my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I for me in Mario Sunshine, I really enjoyed let's pick something new to draw because I think we're both done. John, let's see your final
Kevin.
Yeah. That's appropriate.
Yeah. I made sure to clean up my act. Oh, I totally didn't color in his legs. Man. Slacking over here.
I love it.
Excellent work.
And so that means you're up next, John, for picking something to draw.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, it's been a while since someone suggested something. I mean, I'll advocate for anything Mario if anyone wants to toss that idea in, but obviously it's up to John.
And thanks for hopping over into the Twitch chat, Tree of War. So I was gonna say is in Odyssey, nothing for me felt like the New Donk City Festival.
Yes.
Was like, I can't explain the feeling when it got to like everyone's cheering for you and the music is playing and it's the original arcade. And I was like, I felt like a superhero. I was like, I'm gonna bring this city back to glory.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I remember I played that on the plane somewhere. I don't know where I was going. But I looked up because I'm like, surely everyone in this plane is now applauding for me. Like, surely everybody is just as happy I am that I have recreated this historic event. And of course, nobody even was looking at me.
Yeah, right.
But I was like, that was so fun. So fun.
So I was about to give up, and then I scrolled all the way back down to the bottom.
What do you got?
Ice cream Zuka.
Figment with an ice cream Zuka. What in the world does that even mean?
Oh, I totally missed that. What is a figment?
Figment with an ice cream Zuka. If I Google that, am I gonna get something?
You might, man. You just might.
You just might.
Well, Figment from Disney, is that what it is? The imaginary thing?
Oh, the dragon?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I would guess.
That makes sense. Okay.
Oh, I don't even know who this character is.
He was like a really old character from what I remember because he was kind of like. Go ahead.
He was on like a ride that got demolished, but the fans were like, "No, we love that character," and they brought him back.
What's a Zuka? What's ice cream? Like a bazooka?
Like a bazooka. I'm thinking like an ice cream bazooka. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Is that what you want to go with?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
All right. Jigglepuff knew that. He's like, I'm a Disney nerd. I knew all this.
You know what's an awesome subsection of YouTube that I didn't know existed until I stumbled across it, I think like about a year ago now, is the YouTube channels that talk and obsess over and analyze different theme park and attractions and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Learn so much about like all these really obscure like different rides and themes and whatnot, and one of them was it was in Epcot and it was with Figment, and it showed like he's been in different rides, but then Disney got rid of it because it wasn't popular, and they're always redoing stuff at Disney. So Figment has become like a Disney World icon, even though he hasn't been in any media or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that like I've disclaimer, I've never been to Disney World or Disneyland.
Wow.
No, actually, no. I've been to Disneyland. That's in California, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went there once because Lego had a managers conference in Anaheim, and they allowed us for a evening to go to Disneyland. It wasn't a day.
Yeah.
So it was already night. It was night by the time we went. That was it. So I don't feel like I really went.
Right.
No, yeah, not at all.
So I've never been properly to a Disney, and I have no clue who this dragon is. No.
Well, and the other thing about this character though was that he was part of what he like. It wasn't so much a ride as it was a tour, and it was a tour of like how 2D animations are made. So it was like kind of like showing you the storyboards, the character design, the script, all that good stuff. And it was so that kind of bummed me out when they did take down that tour / ride or whatever you want to call it. And like, it was like, oh, well, I guess 2D is dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And yes,
I mean, it's kind of making a comeback. It's becoming more of a niche thing than anything else, but
yeah. I mean, Claus was excellent.
Klaus?
Klaus was excellent.
Yeah, dude, I love that so much. I rewatched it.
You guys hear that slight hesitation in John after he said,
Yeah,
right. Oh, did it again. Oh, well.
Yeah, right. Well, I better roll with it. Anyways. But yeah, no, that was a masterpiece. Actually, Daniel and I were at CTN the year they were trying to pitch that to get somebody to buy it.
To buy, that storyline?
Well, to
Netflix?
not buy it necessarily. I guess to fund it, I should have said.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. But yeah, and it was really fun watching them kind of develop the character.
There we go. We have officially begun the Doodle stream. Papa B is in the Twitch chat. Fuzzy, my dear sir, how are you today? Welcome to the stream. It's always good to have you. You know what, Papa B? I was just thinking when you went live yesterday evening, I think, when I got the alert, because I get Papa B alerts. I get Papa B alerts. I get Brian alerts, and I get Brick and Nick. There may be one or two other people, and then that's it, because it's just too many alerts at that point.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, you know what? I have done a really poor job as Papa B weekend crew for many, many, many weeks. I have missed like your Saturday and Sunday streams for like a month. I am terribly sorry. It's like my whole like schedule is all bonkers now, and I have no other good excuse. So I'm sorry.
Now that means it's a hashtag do better moment.
It is a very, very hashtag do better moment, because I was almost in the 100% club for the Papa B weekend crew, because he does Lego stuff on Sunday and then like retro game on Saturday. That's when I first met him, because he was playing Earthbound, the best game ever.
Yeah.
And then we moved from Earthbound to Super Mario RPG, and then Super Mario RPG moved into some other thing. And that's when I was like, oh, I don't know these games. It was like the futuristic game with the guy that hacks into computers. I don't know the name of that. And I was like, I don't know these games now. I have no value. I was like, I don't know how to add to the conversation now.
Kevin, real quick, can we get a swap to get an update?
How are you already like done? Okay, so here we go. I've got nothing. I've got like a faint outline.
Because you're being a good host. You're chatting. You're looking at your viewers. You're making sure they're happy.
What's wrong with you, John?
I'm the worst guest. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna go back and count how many times you've cursed today. I don't think that's gonna be the best part of this.
I'll give you a good ballpark of like 80.
80 times.
Yeah.
I think it was only actually like 4 or 5. It hasn't been that many.
Oh,
okay. I've been trying to keep it better.
Yeah, no, you're good. The kids are fine.
Yeah.
Papa B says Shadowrun was that future game. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Maniac for Bricks popping over on Twitch. Hey, Kevin, even if you don't know the game, you still have plenty of value. Hashtag hearts for Kevin. I had fun though when I was watching Papa B go through these games that I've done. Like Super Mario RPG is also one of my favorite Super Nintendo games of all time. And I was like, oh, I know how to help him. Go here. Go do that. Go to that place. And how I'm like, so what's what's this game about? Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm like, oh, that guy's interesting.
That's you every time you try to tune into one of my Fortnite streams.
Oh,
You're
goodness,
like, what's the thing?
I am awful in your form. I'm like, what is so?
Like, why is everyone dancing? Why is everyone shooting at Brian? Why is this happening?
That is exactly how that goes down. Let's see. Papa B says, let me know what you think of today's suggestion. Oh, what did you suggest? Did I miss it? This game is about Switchblade. Yeah, that's one of the things I said is this a game about Swiss Army knives that turn into zebras? Let's see. What Shin Megami Tensei Centaur. Oh, I love it. He plays these crazy games, and they have like these nonsensical demon creatures, and they are something to behold. Let me tell you.
Go on.
Like my interest is peaked.
Yeah.
All right, let's try to get the eyes in here.
Now the thing is, gentlemen, this is an ice cream bazooka. What flavor ice cream is Figment shooting out of the bazooka?
I got to go with my classic of cookies and cream.
Ooh, good choice. Good choice.
I am very boring. I usually like vanilla.
Wow. You need to get some variety in your life, Kevin. God.
Oh, look, Nightbot worked. Nightbot said, Triavore, stop it. Stop spamming with all caps.
There you go.
Sorry, Triavore. I finally turned on my Nightbot. It's only attached to my Twitch, though, right now. I don't know how to attach it to both my Twitch and my YouTube.
Yeah, it's tough to get some of that stuff hooked up.
Oh, I think one of the reasons why I don't have it switched on for YouTube is that I couldn't do it until I was live. So I think I'll have, maybe I should, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm watching over the tube land, so Nightbot can take a rest for now.
Yeah, he's good. Brian's got this. So yeah, it's not that I don't like to experiment with other ice cream flavors because I have, and I'm just like, I always go back to vanilla because I'm like, it never lets me down. I'm like, this flavor literally never lets me down. Because I've indulged on other, I'm like, oh, this sounds delicious. And I'm like, oh, that was all right, I guess.
Yeah. No, I've definitely done that at like Dairy Queen because I always get the same thing. Cookies and cream, Blizzard. Yeah. Well, and
oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, what's going on? We got Hoosier in the chat. Hey, Hoosier.
But like, I remember there's been a few times where I was like, I'm going to experiment. I'm going to try, getting this thing over just my usual. And then every time I'm just like, man, I should have just gone for the usual.
Yeah.
The Trinity, the Holy Trinity is complete, John.
Yeah.
We have got over in the Twitch chat, levitating Daniel.
Hey!
I smell something good cooking from you.
Oh, and a classic line to come in on.
Classic line. Dan is another college buddy. The Trinity is complete. Hello there, sir. Welcome to the stream. John and I are drawing a dragon that has a ice cream bazooka because
the internet.
The internet. And we got Sans. We got Sans as well over in the YouTube chat.
It's my buddy Derek. How you doing?
Get a load of this, Sans. This morning, my son was doing his homework or schoolwork. I guess it's not really homework anymore. And they were doing a packet, and he was talking about something on a beach and with Sans. And my wife was helping him. And she was like, so yeah, what did they do? Like, it was some question. And he goes, Sans, like the guy on the internet. And my wife's like, what is he talking about? And I'm like, oh, there's a guy. His name's Sans. He's funny. She's like, okay. So weird. Sans still doesn't know how he feels that my son knows who he is as a personality, I guess.
Where it is a badge of honor, right?
Exactly.
Can we get a swap, Kevin? Get an update?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for stopping by, Dan. I appreciate that. It's good to see all the friends in today.
Jeez, that is phenomenal.
It's pretty good.
I love that the bazooka itself is the cone texture.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, that was when I saw that. That was like the first thing I thought of. So I was like, oh, we got to draw this one.
And no peer pressure, but I think these need some color just to see the colors pop. You know.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
totally did.
I mean, I was gonna color it no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Sam says I'm a great alternative to cartoons. Oh, hey, we got the Monkey Crazy is throwing some crazy stuff in the chat there.
Oh, that is another friend back from Colorado. What is he saying?
He's basically saying to draw what you first were drawing Kevin the Pickle as, but go further with that idea.
Yeah, all right. You can tone that down.
This is a family-friendly program,
Yeah,
madam.
But keep it above the belt.
Amazingly enough, this has also proved that the Nightbot settings are a little too lenient. Well, hello, friend of John. Thank you for coming to the stream.
He's another great guy. Very handsome man.
Very handsome man. We do have a couple youngsters in the stream. So usually we are decently family friendly. John's been pushing the envelope today, but that's okay.
You know, those gosh darn it's and sons of guns.
I'm so glad you knew who that human was, John. I was like, who's this?
Every now and then when you say like some of the names, I'm like, I know who that is. Please don't say anything bad.
John's like crossing his fingers like, oh God. Please don't embarrass me.
No, they wouldn't. They're good guys, but we definitely, well, they're like me. They curse a lot, you know, we say things.
Oh, I love this. This is the best. The Monkey Crazy says, oh, my mistake. Drawn, please draw a non-phallic.
There we go. That's the guy I love.
Just draw the eggplant emoji as realistically as you possibly can.
As
Right.
realistic as possible. That's just great. So we are just for the record, everybody. We are at 12:30. We only have 30 minutes left of the stream today, which is always amazing. Time flies.
No, yeah, this whole thing's been great.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy to hear that. Dan, I got to get you on at some point.
I was wondering, so you're gonna try to get him?
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
Of course. I just got to check in the schedule. So I do, we only do this one once a month. So, I mean, that's why it's kind of like, you know,
Right.
I don't plan well, I plan about 1 month in advance so that people know what's going on. But yeah. Let's see. Poppy says, Kevin, if you don't have the time to get to mine, can you at least tell me what you think? Oh yeah, let me look it up because I am always fascinated with your suggestions.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let me go back up to find it. Where did it go? Centaur, right? It was Centaur. Yeah, here we go.
Mrs. Neverland did not fall asleep this stream. Thumbs up.
I will take that as a compliment that you have been entertained enough.
Okay. I do have a small side story with that. Falling asleep during things. Kevin and I had an art history class that was so boring. I fell asleep every class. But I just remember there was one time I fell asleep and I was just like, and I felt Kevin kick me. I was like, what? He's like, you were snoring.
Everybody, hashtag college.
Yeah.
That is a wild thing there, Papa B. It's like two unicorns embracing themselves but forming one being.
What?
It's a crazy creature. They're always crazy, which is what makes it fascinating. What's funny though, Papa B, is I looked it up and like 5 pictures down from that search is that one that you showed me last time, the creature that shall not be named. It's like, oh, did you also want to look at this one? Going back to our non-phallics.
Yeah.
It's like, there it is.
Dan says that, John, you used to fall asleep in most classes.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, we had a teacher named Jeff. He was a great guy, but man, he had a voice that would just knock anybody out.
Dan's popped over into the YouTube chat thing. That's Levitating Daniel that was over on Twitch. Thanks for crossing both streams for me today. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing okay over there. And I guess I don't know how much work you be doing, Dan, now that everything's shut off.
Last time I talked to Katie, she said he was still working quite a bit, but maybe that's changed since then.
When was that?
It was about a week ago.
Yeah, I mean everything changes every day now.
Right, exactly.
It changes every hour.
Yeah.
Every hour, indeed. Joey, when I fell asleep in college classes, I had a weird shock to stay awake. Hard to describe.
I just imagine like somebody coming up to him with a taser.
And as far as I know, Amplify, they're both using tablets to draw. To pull off, mouse on something like this, from what Kevin has told me, is incredibly difficult. So
yeah, I do use a mouse when I do Illustrator work, but that's it. And a lot of that stuff is the very more graphic design looking projects. So you can tell, like it's a lot more symmetrical.
Yeah,
really organic shapes too much.
So like when Kevin has drawn stuff for me, it's typically with Illustrator, like lines,
Yeah, so that stuff has been drawn with a mouse, except when we did like the sketchy poster one.
Yeah.
Then I imported those files into Photoshop, and then I drew with the tablet. Because I was telling you, I was like, this is one of the only times I ever remember using a tablet outside of the weekly stream.
Yeah, right. Bricksomniac in the chat, hello.
So yeah, what do you think of the Centaurus puppy? It's kind of like it's not in the, I wouldn't put it in like the disturbing category that the other ones are in. It's not like that. It's really fascinating. It's kind of
it's unique.
It's very unique, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Those are the categories. You either get very unique or highly inappropriate. So when you're shooting something, you squint the eye that's far away from it, right? Yeah, that's what you do. That's how that works.
Yeah, because you want to look down the barrel. Of
Yeah,
the thing.
That's what I thought.
That's always funny when you're drawing something that you may have done like a half a dozen times, but then as you're drawing it, you're like, wait, is it the left one that goes forward or the right one?
And especially when you just say, I think I know what it is, and you do it anyway, and you go, nope, I was wrong. Yay!
Yeah.
Guy messed it up. I'm so happy.
Yeah. Glad I spent hours on this. Perfect.
All right, I think I'm finally ready to put colors on this. I'm pretty sure John has not only finished, he's started another dragon.
I have been slapping some color down.
And I do appreciate you going through with the cookies and cream for the ice cream in the bazooka.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
That's a good touch.
I'm so I found myself either on like a coffee ice cream kick, or over by me, there's Richardson's Ice Cream, which is some of the best homemade hard serve ice cream in my area. And they do a Nestle Toll House cookie, not cookie dough, but like Toll House cookie variant of ice cream. And my goodness, it's so good.
So do you enjoy, Brian, do you like genuinely enjoy the flavor of coffee?
So yes, and I didn't drink coffee for so long because it didn't have the right, like it had the consistency of water, which is what messed me up for so long. So like when I get my coffee from Dunks, I get it with almond milk, which adds a bit more thickness to it, that it makes sense in my brain. Because I drink stuff, pretty fast. So if I had a whole thing of just straight up coffee with no cream or anything in it, I'd probably guzzle the whole thing.
I think I need to start calling Dunkin' Donuts Dunks. That needs to happen.
That's the New England way of doing it, Kevin. That's how you got to do it.
I mean, that's how you know that you're a native and I am not.
Right, right. So yeah, I like the taste of coffee, and in ice cream, it's just enough. Like, yeah, I like it.
Awesome. So for me, this could change right after like 30 years of drinking this stupid stuff. Yeah. But I don't really like go out of my oh, I love the taste of coffee. I love what coffee does. I'm like, sure. make me be awake.
Right.
Keep me awake. And so I don't often go out of my way to eat or drink coffee flavored anything.
Well, usually like they'll have like it's coffee toffee, so there's like pieces of toffee in it too, and that just makes it, you know. And I
Oh,
agree with
nice.
Tree of War. I only have iced coffee as a Bostonian native. There is no. It could be -15 outside. Give me that iced coffee right over here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're totally. Yeah, we're not on the same wavelength. Not on the same wavelength. Yeah. What about you, John? You drink coffee? I don't remember.
I did not up until this year, actually. And it's not even for like a staying awake thing. Quite the opposite. I actually enjoyed the bitter taste of it.
So you drink black coffee?
Yes, I do.
John is a real man.
Yeah. But as far as coffee flavored things go, I do drink coffee flavored beers. Those are usually pretty good.
Yeah, I've had some pretty good ones actually.
Does it have caffeine in it, or is it just the flavor?
I mean, sometimes. Typically, it's just the flavor. Like they'll roast the beans, which does have a caffeination with it, but it's not nearly as strong.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna like wake you up or anything.
Jesse says I drink hot coffee. Joey, my coffee has the consistency of water when I try it, so I don't. And Papa B says I don't drink coffee or any hot drink nor caffeine these days in any form. That's incredible, though. Kudos to you.
Yeah.
Commendable effort.
That is amazing. And Joey's also a fan of the dunks.
Nice.
Yeah, I like what coffee does for me. I'm not like, oh, I need the wonderful flavor of bitter coffee. It's like, no, I'm all right. I'm good. All right, let's get some orange.
I haven't had the chance to try the Bailey's flavored Haagen-Dazs Galigate. That sounds pretty killer.
That sounds amazing, actually.
Yeah.
What was it? My roommate for St. Patrick's Day bought Guinness and Bailey's, and so we did that. And it was just funny because it was a work day, so it was obviously we didn't do it during work hours, but
obviously we're on the internet,
right? Yeah. No, but like, so we went to drink it, and my roommates just down it. So I was trying to prove my worth. I tried to do the same, but I hadn't eaten much that day, so my stomach shrunk. And as I was drinking it, like chugging it down, all of a sudden my stomach just stopped. I didn't throw up or anything. It just stopped though, and I was like, I can't drink anymore. This hurts.
That's awful. What's wrong with you, John? This terrible story with us. Yes. Let's see. Brickhead Family says, I'm a 2-pot a day coffee drinker.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Nick is actually more coffee than water.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's insane. When I do drink coffee, the entire rest of the year, except for Lent, when the world is falling apart, I usually am 2 to 3 cups a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just to kind of like keep you going, or?
Yeah.
I try to go for the 1 Dunks iced coffee a day, and then if it's a really bad day, I go for 2. But I can't go more than 2. Like I'll just be wired till 7 in the morning.
Is that the double dunks?
Yeah, when it's a double dunk day, it's like, all right, we're there.
Hashtag double dunk day.
Yeah.
And Jesse's like 2 pots. Brixomniac says drink Cuban coffee. And DeMonkey Crazy says Black Coffee Elite Club.
Yeah, no, that man's crazy. You guys ever see the?
Oh, I couldn't tell from the entrance.
Yeah. Well, no, like he definitely drinks just shit tons of coffee. And like, you ever seen that Futurama where Fry gets the 100 cups of coffee and he's just shaking, and then like all of a sudden time slows down and everything.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, he's definitely done that more than a few times. So all of a sudden he'll have another cup of coffee, and it's just like you could just kind of see him zone out for a second.
Miss Neverland says I have the Ninja coffee maker. It's Jesse hashtag double dunks.
Yeah.
And Galigate, oh my God, Nick, that's a lot of coffee. Everyone's like more concerned for Nick's safety now that he's like, what are you talking about, everybody? I drink two pots, and everyone's like calling in like anonymous tip lines to their please check in on this poor man. He might be dead. Yeah.
Brixomniac's like, Nick, try some Cuban coffee. If you drink 2 pots of that, you'll be smelling colors. That's great. I love that.
Oh man. And I've got my my neighborhood fire alarms going off if you guys hear a faint fire alarm.
Oh.
Just in case.
Nope, you're good.
Okay. Because I know that drives me crazy when I'm watching as like a streamer and I hear like sirens. I'm like looking out my window, like, what's going on? Are people here?
And then Nick's like, I guess that's why I see ghosts. He drinks so much coffee.
Exactly. Sans just found out Rick Steves has a vlog channel. Not disappointed. What? I don't know. Sorry,
There
Sans.
we go.
Sorry, Sans. I don't know. I don't know.
Daniel's asking, should we be concerned? Is your neighborhood on fire? As far as I know,
No.
Kevin, yeah, it's not.
It's a dumb thing,
Yeah.
but I've just gotten used to it by now. So I moved into this house years ago, 5 years ago, and we are right down the street from the neighborhood fire department. And they have the old school way of just sounding the alarm to get all the volunteer firefighters in the town to come out and do whatever they need to do. And so I remember when we were like looking at the house with the realtor. And we rent. We don't own this house, but we had a realtor, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's a thing that happens, but don't worry, it's not often." That fire alarm has gone off every day that we've lived here every year.
Real quick, Kevin, can I draw attention to something very quickly?
Yes, you may.
Just so you know, the Crazy Monkey has subscribed with Twitch Prime over on your Twitch channel, which is
fantastic.
You. So there you go. Can we get some emojis in the chat, some hype?
Thank you very much.
The new subscription over there. You can support Kevin if you want to. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. You can subscribe to any creator you want to who is a affiliate or partner for free once every month. You can use that on Kevin to help support his, drawing endeavors and whatever he does in life. So if you have it, use it, because otherwise it just sits there and goes to waste. So shout out to the Crazy Monkey.
Appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. I still, when I'm on StreamYard, I don't get any type of alerts or anything. But I look forward to setting that stuff up very soon.
So what does that do for you? Like, it kind of...
Kevin, do you want me to do the spiel?
Oh, but yeah, please.
So, as you get more subscriptions on twitch.tv, you gain some emojis that you can use in the chat of that live streamer and throughout all of Twitch. You can, depending on the channel, bypass any advertisements that might happen to air on that channel. And that acts as a reoccurring means to support the creator. So, yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, because Twitch is owned by Amazon, you get a free subscription they give you. You have to renew it yourself automatically every month. That's how they kind of get you.
Yeah.
So by doing that every month, you can support whatever creator you want to with no extra cost to you. So it's a great way to support someone, even if you don't have any money. You're already buying stuff on Amazon because you can't leave your house. You might as well support a creator of your choosing. Kevin has it. I have it as well. So a lot of people do.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you for that. Really appreciate it. And thanks for catching that, Brian. I would never have known until after the stream. Like,
yeah,
that's the alert.
That's why I have to hook you up with those alerts and everything on the OBS.
Yeah, you do, man. Like I said, I made some. I went through the process of making custom alerts based on all my favorite games. So I have them and I've tested them. I just need to get everything connected. That's the thing.
Rick Somniac was asking, how can I get a copy of both of y'all's Figment?
Yeah, no problem. Just send me a reminder just in case I forget, Somniac. Like, shoot me a Instagram DM or something and remind me, and I can easily just clip this out for you and send it. It's not a problem. And then John's on social media. I'm sure if you asked him somewhere, he could save it out for you.
I definitely, just hit me up and I'll send it out. And then also, Kevin, I'll just send this to you when we're done. And then if anybody else asks you, they can just reach out.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't mind. I can do that for you. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Well, because you're always here. I, on the other hand, I'm just here for the bit.
This is very true. You're always here. Yeah, I like to send over like when certain people request certain ones, I'll just clip it out and send it over to them because they like it, and usually they'll also post online, and it's more exposure for the stream, and
of course
it's a win-win-win all around.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's Jesse. Is John on Insta? Yeah. If you're on, you're on YouTube right now. So if you go down in the description, I've got a link to John's Instagram, Twitter, and his Vimeo account.
I also just linked it in the YouTube chat as well as the Twitch chat right now in case anyone's following over.
Oh, of course you did. I didn't even see that. I'm like sitting there saying it. It's already done.
Yeah.
And there you go. Jesse loves noodles.
Noodles. Not noodles.
Because he wants the Pope toilet paper, the sacred roll.
The sacred roll is the best. All right, so there's my finished Figment with Ice Cream Bazooka. And here is John. John was so done that he started his own doodle on his own.
There we go.
Just doing my own thing. Don't mind me.
Just doing my own thing. So there you go. There's our Figments, and we have time for. I'd say we have time for one more. I wouldn't. Oh wait, what happened? Oops. Where did you go? Why is it not? Oh, there it is. I wouldn't say it's probably advisable to take on a big, complicated one.
Right.
So unfortunately, I don't think we'll be getting into any amazingly detailed double-headed centaurs, Papa B. Unfortunately.
Could you draw like verbatim a Notre Dame castle?
Yeah, like the architectural detail.
Wait, Kevin. Can you draw every single Lego modular battling each other for the top modular spot?
That's so. I feel like that was an actual request. Like
it was an actual request.
It's like I swear that was real. Yeah. Jesse says I was gonna DM him on Twitter, but his DMs are closed. Your DMs are closed on Twitter, John.
What?
I don't know.
Don't people just have to request or something?
I don't know.
All right, I'll try to open them up.
Excuse me, Kevin. Can I draw attention to one more thing, please?
Yeah. Go. Okay.
You also have another Twitch Prime subscription from Agent Sphinx on Twitch.tv/MrHinkleDraws. So there you go. Get some emojis in the chat. Thank you so much, Agent Sphinx.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, friends of John.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Very much so. Joey, did you say exposure? Okay, so this is I guess let's do this last one here from a one Daniel Burns. This is our last drawing for the day.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be Salacious Crumb on a waffle.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Amplify. Brian left me on read. Papa B says, what program are you using and what is your setup? I am using Photoshop and I'm using a Wacom tablet. It is not a Cintiq, so I'm looking down or I'm looking forward while I'm drawing down. Actually, John is almost using the same thing. He is also in Photoshop and he's using a tablet, but he's got the Cintiq. He's got the fanciness, so he can look down at what he draws as he draws it.
It's wonderful. I'm not gonna lie.
I know it is. I'm not gonna lie either. All right, so we're gonna get to work on our last one. As always, I want all you guys to know I really appreciate all the suggestions. I wish we could draw every single one every single time, but it's just not, unfortunately, not possible. But I hope that everybody enjoys the craziness that we do create while we're here.
Yeah, Charlie, this definitely does invoke a Dragon Tales vibe with Figment there, but that yeah, I totally see that.
Oh man, Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales. Let's see. Papa B says, which version? My artistic wife is asking. So Photoshop is the current. It's 2020 from the Creative Cloud. And then this tablet is the Intuos Pro Large. Yeah. Intuos. I think that's how you say that. Pretty sure that's right.
It sounds right.
Look at this, guys. I've got this, and John has that. Come on. Look at this. It's like, what is this? Is it a piece of bread? Is it? I mean, what is that? I don't even know yet. And over here, it's like, oh, well, I'm done. Jeez. All right. Let's get John off the screen for a little bit. Let's get him out of there. That was a really great juxtaposition there. Jiggle Buff, how much did yours cost, Kevin? I want to get a Mara one. I think this is like $1,200, man. I think it was a gift. I was gifted it, but I think, and this was a long time ago. This was like 6 years ago. I actually I am embarrassed to say I didn't even use it for the first entire 2 years I owned it.
Wow.
Because I was given it while I was still working the corporate life over at Lego, and I just never had time to draw anything ever. So I just never used it. And it wasn't until I was working for myself that I opened it up and actually turned it on. And it was because of this stream. This is the stream that I started using the tablet for. Because I'm like, I should probably use that really expensive tablet I have. Jigglepuff says paper works too. It's like
I mean, if you want to be fancy about it, sure, paper. Yeah, I don't care.
All right, see you later, Ninja. Ninja's out.
Bye, Ninja.
Okay. Salacious. I still haven't even started drawing him. I was drawing the waffle. What's funny is this is kind of almost like a double request because our boy Joey loves the waffles.
What is with the waffles? I was curious.
What is it with the waffles?
Oh, no, that's fair.
Joey is also a content creator.
Nice.
He does videos on all the things, pretty much all the things.
Literally every single thing.
All the things. And so he is also a talker. Our boy's a talker.
That's selling. That's underselling it. You know, he could do like a filibuster on everything he loves for like 72 hours straight while eating a waffle. Like no hesitation.
And so he is a big fan of the waffles. Joey says content creator using the terms loosely. And so he did a live stream once where he was like, hey, I'm having breakfast, come by, chat, hang out. And so we were all there. I was there. I lived the stream.
Nice.
And it was just like, a pretty relaxed, like, let's just talk about life while I eat this waffle. And it was one waffle. It was a singular waffle.
Okay, that's just craziness.
On a plate. And it took him 3 hours to consume it.
Oh, wow.
Just like, all right. And that was when the 3-hour waffle was born. And then after the 3-hour waffle was born, now he is like a waffle connoisseur.
Oh.
It is morphed into, all kinds of waffle goodness now.
A way of life.
Yeah. He's got merchandise from it too.
Oh, jeez.
No,
that may or may not have been designed by Kevin.
I may or may not have had a hand in designing said merchandise.
I was going to say, when you first said that, I was like, Lego reached out to him?
Nah. But yeah, most of his stuff is Lego related, like reviews or thoughts on new things coming out or historical things.
Oh, nice.
Stuff like that. We actually ended up doing 3 Star Wars things today.
Oh yeah. Just keep them going. That's all.
I don't mind at all, but
no.
It's one of those things that I try to, like, when I'm on the stream, we on my lonesome, I try to like get as many different things as I can. Like, try to get all kinds of different genres and like I try to avoid doubling up on themes and stuff like that.
But it's Star Wars and there's so much there.
Yeah, no, like I said, I don't mind. We got some good stuff.
It's actually funny at work, our office is called Echo Base, or we titled it that anyways.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. How many people work there?
So at Powerhouse, there is like, I think 80 plus now. But the boutique section is more like, I couldn't give you the exact number of people, but I know for the animation, the animators, there's only 4 of us. And so we're just in this like kind of tiny room, and we have a little couch and everything that people come in the mornings, and we all just kind of chit chat.
I'm curious because you mentioned doing some trailers for games, and Brian is a professional stream gamer.
Yeah.
I wonder if you would recognize any of the ones that you've done something for.
As much as I would love to talk about it, I don't remember what's actually come out and what hasn't. So I don't want to like.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is how you know you've made it in the industry.
Hey,
when you no longer know what you're even working on, you're like, I don't remember what I did. That was like infinity months ago. Then you really know you have made it.
Well, we have to shoot out projects so fast with Boutique, and it's really fun. I like it a lot because I'm not working on just one style. I'm not working on just like one, show or anything. It's like I get to draw all these crazy characters doing weird things, in styles that I probably wouldn't challenge myself with, and so it's just really fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Once again, I would go into more details, but there's always, I'm like, crap, I don't remember if that came out. I don't remember if I can even talk about that.
No, I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
You can spill the beans on all the crazy games coming out for actually I don't even know what like systems or genre or anything like what has been done previously.
I know we've done stuff for like a lot of PC and like cell phone games.
Sure.
And those are just really fun because they're always things that I've never heard of. Mm-hmm. And they're always doing just the weirdest stuff. Like we have a few coming up, and once again, I won't mention too much about them, but it involves a lot of subject matters that I personally would not have mixed or crossbreeds with, but like they've made a whole video game out of it. And it's like, oh shit. All right, so what do we get to animate? And we get to animate the craziness of these things, basically.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Jesse says Brian is the most elite gamer here.
Wow, thank you so much.
Is that like short for elite?
Yes, Kevin.
I will adjust my bifocals now accordingly.
Yeah. Oh, I can't say one game that I remember that came out. Spider Source. I don't know if you heard that one.
I have not.
It's, if nothing else, you should look up the trailer because we did that and it was super fun.
You don't need to play the game. Just look at what I made.
Yeah. And but it's just the weirdest concept of dinosaurs and spiders crossbred to help solve the world's hunger issue. And it all goes wrong, much like Jurassic Park or anything else.
I mean, we were too busy wondering if we could.
Yeah.
We weren't worried about if we should.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm happy for you. Happy my buddy made it.
No, thank you, man. It's been quite the journey.
I'm like at the point where I don't honestly know if I want to do animation really.
Really?
Yeah.
You're so good.
Well, I don't know. Like I would love to do some more stop motion. I'll be honest with you. I would love to do some more stop motion. Finding a place that like will not have access from kiddos or animals or all kinds of other things is impossible.
That's fair. Yeah.
That's which is why I've done nothing in years and years and years. But I'm more happy like doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, and you're obviously very good at it.
Well, I just need to make more money from it. Thank you. But yeah, I've thought about it a lot, and I'm like, do I even want to get into the animation industry? And I don't think I do. I don't think I want to.
I mean, if nothing else, definitely more stop motion because your Lego piece was always great.
I still every now and then, not often, but every now and then I'll get somebody who'll reach out to me online. I have no idea who they are. And they'll say, "Oh, hey, are you the guy that did the Lego Western? They showed that to us today. I'm a student at RimCAD, and we got shown that today or whatever." And I'm like, "Really? They're still showing that old thing?" I'm like, "Okay."
Like you always put it, you got your A team over here.
Oh yeah.
We were the ones always coming to class because we actually liked animation. So
it's true. It was true. I remember all those times in animation history where we'd watch a cartoon every single day.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we watching today? King of the Hill. All right. Invaders Zim. All right. Mickey Mouse. All right. Daffy Duck, Donald Duck. Like just every day was something.
Just binging and doing what I do now. Watch cartoons.
Exactly. I mean, we were paying for it, so
Yeah.
There you go.
it was happening. Maniac for Bricks is premiering a new video, eBay Reseller Live. Oh, are you live? Joey's live right now? Oh, cool. All right.
There you go.
Bye, Joey. It's all good. All good, Joey.
That's Joey ascending to the higher plane.
There's enough internet for everyone.
He goes to back to the tippity top of the mountain where all the goats belong.
All the goats. All right, there's my salacious. Let me switch it real quick. Here's my salacious floating on these floating waffles. I don't even know.
Oh man,
I don't even know. Let's see. Oh, Joey says, "What I am? I don't remember setting up a premiere video. I got to. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm sorry, Joey. I've got two alerts at the same time. I've got one that says it's one alert from you, but then there's another alert from Flippin' Particles, and her icon's also yellow. I see two alerts that are both yellow, and it's saying so that she's live. You had something though that just premiered, or you just uploaded or something. I don't know. Dan says both Salacious Crumbs are looking excellent. Kevin, picture me over here pushing the Salacious laugh so hard that my chest reverberates and then the sound stops. That is still very unsettling. Still very, very unsettling. Jesse says Kevin. Oh, oops, lost it. Kevin and John are the most elite drawlers. Well, there we go.
Oh, hey, I'll take that.
I'll take that. Did you finish yours? Yeah. Look at that. Come on.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot he has a tail. I forgot he has a tail. So I'm gonna take a couple extra minutes and color this because that's what I do.
Okay.
I don't want to end. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want.
No.
So we're gonna be running into overtime. Everybody, it's time for Doodle Stream bonus minutes.
Oh man,
we're going over.
You know why there's the bonus minutes is because there were two Twitch Prime subscriptions. So that's the little 5-minute incentive there.
That is exactly what that was about. I'm glad you picked up on that.
There we go.
Let's see. Mayhem for Bricks. Guys, that's not me. Don't scare me like that. Agent Sphinx says, great job, guys. Thank you.
The Crazy Monkey says, thank you all for this. You make working from home all nice and cozy with it getting cold in Colorado.
And that man has two wonderful corgis. I haven't met one of them, but the other one, I bet they're all like snuggled together. I'm sorry, I love corgis. I really want a corgi.
Double corgs?
So what?
Double corgs.
Double corgs.
It's like the double dunks.
Yeah.
There you go.
Throw some colors on this. Well, I'm glad that you've been entertained. That is always the goal, is to provide some good chat, good entertainment, some chill vibes, as much positivity as I can muster.
In these crazy, crazy times.
Yeah. I mean, I try to do it all the time. I just, I try to do what I can for people to be happy and not angry at each other. And
that's all we can do in this world,
all we can do. Giving Salacious some color.
What is we're talking about Salacious Crumb here in Star Wars and all that. Do either of you have a favorite Star Wars character that isn't Jar Jar Binks?
Oh, that's
Not
a tough
now.
call.
Not now.
Yeah.
Not now. Dang it.
Oh man. Actually, okay. So I never remember the character's name, but he's always like a background character. And in the 2D Clone Wars, he was actually a Jedi. But it's that slug-looking dude. He's always in the cantina, and he's got like that head that kind of like it just looks like a slug. It kind of like.
Are you talking about the Hammerhead?
Yeah, I think so.
The Hammerhead alien. That's like dark. Yeah,
I love that guy. He's my favorite.
Brickhead family until someone comes in and throws down that Mario Sunshine's the bed.
Exactly.
Then we get all the intentional anger.
Yeah.
It's all in good fun. But really, the best?
I mean, I'm not going to question you, but I'll ask the question.
At all of them?
Yeah.
Every single one?
It's a top 5. It's not top 3. It's top 5.
Clearly, the best one is Mario Teaches Typing.
Okay.
So his favorite Star Wars character that can no longer be Jar Jar.
And don't cop out and say Boba Fett, because Boba Fett doesn't do anything. He's
No.
just looking, okay?
I've never really been a big Boba Fett fan. I don't mind him, but I'm just like, yeah, Boba Fett.
I love his design. That's about it.
Huh.
I mean, at least the hype with the Mandalorian as a Mandalorian, like the character, that is justifiably cool because of what he does. But Boba Fett, like he just stands there, you know?
I've always kind of thought IG-88 was really cool.
Hell yeah.
Because he's this terrifying assassin droid that has like spider eyes in droid form.
Yeah.
And it like the backstory of him is it's like a robot that became self-aware and killed all of its makers. I was like, well, dang.
Yeah.
Right. So I always kind of thought he was really cool. So I guess on the spot right now, I'll say IG-88.
Nick's favorite character is the stormtrooper that beats up Baby Yoda in the sack.
Oh
no.
That's a cold-hearted man right there.
And sir, that's actually a scout trooper.
Yeah.
Me.
That is also what we call a spoiler.
Hey, it's been out for a while. All right, listen, Kevin, just because you haven't watched it yet. All right.
Just because I don't have the old Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Oh,
now's
yeah.
as good a time as any, Mr. Hinkle. You got to get on the ball here.
God, I feel like every time I turn around, it's like, oh, great, another streaming service. Oh, great, another streaming service.
Yeah, get rid of Netflix for a while. Switch to Disney Plus. You know?
Yeah. Juggle them a bit. It'll be good.
I'm displeased.
Yeah.
I am greatly displeased.
No, I won't lie, man. If nothing else, that new Clone Wars season that's coming out is also really good.
Agent Sphinx Boba Fett had to take his dad's head out of a helmet. That's
Yeah, right.
That's pretty metal.
Oh, actually, I had a friend show this to me, but you see the head leave the helmet.
Really?
Is it like a deleted scene?
It's not deleted. It's just that quick. Basically, when he loses it and it's tumbling, you can see it for like a split second before it goes off screen.
Oh, so maybe implying that when like Django as a kid holds it up, there's no head in there.
Yeah. Because we always used to joke that when he butted his head up against the helmet, the head just dropped out.
I mean, that's in my mind. That's what I thought. Like, I thought the head was still in there. Like I didn't think the head had just vanished.
Yeah.
Because
Joe, you're playing Sneak King?
The Burger King game?
if there's any game that could exemplify Joseph Maluzzo in one disc, it's that game right there.
Sneak King.
We made a whole night of that.
I was all about when those games came out. I was in the drive-thru and I'm like, I will take all of them, please.
Yes.
I bought all 3 of them, right? I bought all 3 of them.
Because he had a go-kart one, Sneak King, and I can't remember the third one.
I was I could not buy a game faster. Like, you give me this right now.
Who needs Mario RPG when you have Sneak King on the Xbox 360?
Hell yeah.
It's such a bizarre game to be playing right now, Joey.
But it's totally Joey. Him saying that does not surprise me.
Yeah. John Wise here. Hey, John. Don't think I saw you earlier, so welcome to the very, very end of the stream. We're on our last doodle for the day, and then we're going to be wrapping up.
Mind swapping the screen here, Kevin?
Oh, yeah. Need some wholesomeness.
Yes, we do. Very nice.
I think that's a very wholesome Salacious.
Yeah. The non-crazy version.
Yeah, he actually had a decent night's sleep in that image right there.
Yeah. He actually talks just fine. Good morning, everybody.
He actually has a small business out in Kansas.
No, it would totally be the voice of the smart gremlin in the second movie.
Yes.
It'd be like, well, you know what I've always said, Clive.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh.
He actually has been on his 401k as well. He's got his life together, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And we got Joey with just a pinch of Maniac for Shade, saying, "I told you guys, I was testing them to make sure they work. I bought them for 99 cents each." Joey's the goat of goats.
He really, like, you know, when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, crap, I'm not him.
I'm not him.
I'm not.
You know.
Oh boy, this has been a fun time today.
I hope so.
Has it felt like 3 hours? It didn't feel like 3 hours to me.
No,
not at all.
See, I was thinking, has it not felt like 3 hours because I've been so busy in Animal Crossing, or 3 hours because I've had so much fun?
Yeah, all right.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
All right. You're like, oh, what's going on? Oh, I got my chores done.
Yeah, I got my chores.
Your
I
real
hit a lot
chores?
of trees. That's good.
Your real chores? No, not my real ones. The one, the one in this game. And let's get some. Let me put some syrup. Let's finish this up with some syrup.
Pour it out.
I'll switch over again.
Nice.
I mean, the other thing is it could just look like he's defecating on the waffle.
And you said I made this not family friendly.
I mean,
oh my god!
Right? Am I just? I mean, if I didn't say it, hey,
Kevin.
if I didn't say it, someone would have said it.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Not only that waffle, but all the waffles. Like he went around.
Waffles. There you go, Joey. That's your next 3 hour waffle right there. It's Salacious Crumb.
Dan says, "Who's to say he's not?"
Right. I saw that.
Oh man.
Was that all right? What was that a bad move?
That's a waffle right there.
It looks good. What if it's both?
It looks
right?
good.
I'm going back. Shut your mouth.
Turn around.
I love that you're just undoing.
That's the best part of digital. It's you can
I'm out.
undo. I thought it was good in my head.
Yeah. Freaking dumb monkey crazy. I'm 12 years old. I know that.
Jesse says that's a Twitter clip. It could be. That'd be a great. If someone clipped that, that would be awesome. Joey, I didn't want to think about that, Kevin. Now I'm just gonna look away at Sneak King. The monkey crazy says, "I'm 12 years old. What is this?"
Yeah.
All right, so that is it. We are 14 minutes over, and that is okay with me. But we are all done for today. Let me back up here. Let me take where is Dan's comment so I can take that off. Where
It's probably way up there in the stratosphere.
There we go. All right, so let me take a zoom out so we can look through everything we did today. I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna go through it first, so you can kind of see how I kind of go through it, John, and then you can do it.
Okay.
It's just like a quick virtual tour through today's doodles. So starting up here in the upper right-hand corner, we've got the incorrect dodo from Animal Crossing.
That's a Wilbur.
This is Wilbur. It was meant to be Orville. But that is a dodo pilot from Animal Crossing. Joey says, "My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined." Joey just cranked the shade to 25. All right. Now we've got a Rancor skull. So this is a skull of a Rancor from Star Wars. Here we have a downed AT-AT, another Star Wars. That's got a little smoke going on. Over here, this is a scared roll of toilet paper. running from a angry mob. I was very lazy on that mob. And then down below, we've got Lou Ferrigno's Hulk. There we go.
Beautiful as ever. It's all on the nose.
And then here's Kevin the Sea Cucumber from SpongeBob. Down here, this is a character from what was the name of this character?
Larry Kenny. His name's Wayne.
Wayne from Larry Tate.
Letter Kenny.
Oh, why did I hear that? I don't know where that came from. Letter Kenny.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that's a character, but he has to have a Final Fantasy flair. I just gave him Cloud Sword. So that's how I did that. And then we've got Figment Dragon from Disney with a ice cream bazooka. That was a pretty good suggestion, actually. Good call on that one, Somniac. And then we ended our last one with Salacious Crumb on a waffle. No syrup.
No syrup, indeed.
No syrup. So that's all the doodles today from my side. And today was a multiplayer edition. So John was here the whole time with me. Here is John's screen. And John, you may take us through all of yours.
Alrighty, let's see here. So once again, disappointing everybody I know by drawing the wrong dodo.
Just me.
But yeah, kicked it off with him with the morning coffee. Rancor Skull, because it just sounded too fun not to draw. The out of service AT-AT.
Out of service.
They're getting back to him. The sacred roll of toilet paper.
That one gets the slow clap.
Yeah. I'm glad. That was definitely the fun one to draw.
Sacred roll.
Blue Ferrigno Hulk with tiny body because I just was not having it with that drawing.
Yep.
Wayne from Letterkenny as Cloud from Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
So he's a hick Final Fantasy character. Kevin. Figment with his what was it? Ice cream Zuka?
That was a really good call with the ice cream cone that's good stuff right there.
Thank you. It was Figment. It was all with Figment, man. And then Salacious Crumb on a non-defecated waffle.
Look at the detail of the mold line on the waffle. Like, come on. That's wholesome. Look at it.
Enhance.
Closer. One more.
Enhance.
There we go. Yeah. Joey says, I'm not going to lie. I think I like John's style better. Hey, John is a great artist. You should, if you like his style, Joey, give him a follow. Go follow him online. Everybody, as I've said before, Brian's thrown it in the chat a few times. If you're on YouTube, check out the description below. I've got links to John's Instagram, to his Twitter account, to his Vimeo if you want to see some of his animation work. Check him out. Give him follows. He posts a doodle every single day.
Or at least try to, yeah.
I don't think you've ever missed one.
Believe me, it always hurts when I don't do one because I'm like, I could have had a fun sketch today and I ruined it.
John, Joey is asking when your next stream is. Do you know?
Oh, I don't do stuff.
I don't care. What is this? What even is this?
This was a feat in and of itself, actually. No, I don't know. I might look into doing something like this, but really, I'll probably only be doing it when Kevin asks me to.
Well, that is all good. Thank you for popping in.
No, thanks for having me, man. This is great.
And drawing with me. It was like old times, man. Just like old times. I'm so happy that Dan popped in. That was the completion of the Holy Trinity today.
If he didn't, I was going to say for our last sketch, we draw Daniel.
Yeah, so that was awesome. And I'm gonna try to get him on one of these streams at some point this year as well. But it is only once a month. It's only once a month. So the next one will be in April on the 24th. And yes, I do have a guest already booked. but I'm going to hold off until a little bit closer to the date to announce it, just in case they say I can't do it.
Which has happened.
Which has never occurred.
Yeah.
And a special shout out down there. He's hiding. There's Brian. Thanks, Brian, for reading the chat today.
You're welcome. I was very happy to be here. Read all the comments in here. Try to get to as many people as I can. Spend some time with both of you. See the drawings, not just in the live stream, but in the room itself. So thank you very much. And not only did I read all the comments and try to do the best I could, I got a lot of chores done in Animal Crossing. It's a double dunk, baby. Love you too, Kevin.
I got my chores done in Animal Crossing. All right, everybody. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Appreciate it. We'll be back with a regular run-of-the-mill, me by my lonesome Doodle stream next Friday morning. Thank you guys for stopping by. Once again, thank you to all of these awesome people over on Patreon for their support. You can find me on Patreon, patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws. You can find me online, kevinhinkle.com, at Mr. Kevin Hinkle, or at MrHinkleDraws for just my artwork. You've got all the links to check out John's stuff below. Make sure you give him some social media love. If anybody would like any of the drawings that I did on my side, just hit me up. I kind of remember, I think, who everybody's was, but just in case, don't hesitate to fire it over. Say, hey, clip that out for me, and I can send it to you. It's not a problem. And hit up John on social. He's already agreed on camera. So you just got to reach out to him through whatever, Twitter, Instagram, or whatever. But that's it. That's all we got. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everyone on YouTube. Thanks, everyone on Twitch. Take care of you guys. Take care of yourselves. Stay good out there. Stay healthy out there. Have a great
Wash your hands, okay?
Yes.
Wash your hands.
No licking windows.
Don't lick windows, kids. Don't do it. It's tempting, but don't.
Awesome. All right, everybody. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.